Sup?
Hello, hello, hello. Ugh. How are we doing? Immediately something detached from my PC. Love that for me. Let me just check some audio levels. Something detached from my... It happens sometimes. What can I say? Me from the past. Welcome everyone to a stream that I've been thinking of doing for a while. We're going to see how it works out. It might just be a 4-hour-long trial to make a whole singular one clip on TikTok. It's how it goes. Hello, Eclipse. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Just setting up some things in the background. But we'll be on real soon. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been?
Pseudo.
Hey, Squirrel Road, nice to see you. I always know it's you, didn't even have to look. Just the word pseudo in chat, and I knew it's only you that does that. Welcome in, welcome in. Still no release date for Rhythm Heaven Groove. It has not arrived. It will not arrive. I don't think it's not even coming out this year, to be honest. We'll see. Oops.
Pretty average week this time. Some good and rare moments.
Fair enough. Hello, Kiki. Welcome. Pretty average week. That's fair enough. I've had a... Yeah, I would probably say the same. Kind of just work as usual kind of week. If you don't count lying down on the couch, watching too many TikToks and not getting a lot done. All right. Let me pick a different track from here. Enough of Big Blue. Let's go somewhere... Music to make your brain shut up? I don't know if we quite want that vibes. That's just a Nintendo game. It's building to something. Oh, wow. Yeah, the classic Pseudo era. Why not? Why not? Let's see if this works. Hello, everybody. Nice to see. I don't know why I'm so short. I am really short on the screen. What's happened there? Did I do that since last time I was here? I don't even know how to move it. Oh, it's this button. Here we go. Wow, there we go. Finally, a semi-okay height. Welcome! How's everybody doing? There we go. That's visible. That's visible. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to a stream idea.
What's the full name of the track?
That's a good question. This is not just the song. This is a whole playlist. Just called...
Gonna save it for later.
I'm afraid I don't know exactly. This might be from like Mii's and Wii's, because all it says is Nintendo Fruitiger Aero Chill Mix 2025. It's just a YouTube comp of all of that kind of Mii vibes. So sorry, I can't fully help you there. Oops. So hello, Daniels. Nice to see you. This is a stream idea I've had for a while, and I think it comes at the perfect time. With us last week having Resident Evil die on us, it crashed, I can't get over the soft log, it's broken, Leon Kennedy's dead in my universe. Whatever. We have instead now got this prompt here of, if I die, I skip to another game. That's the idea, and it comes because I have a bunch of other games I would quite like to replace Resident Evil 4 with, but I don't know which one. And so I think I'm just gonna play all of them, and then we just switch every time we die. It's an idea. Essentially, I like the idea of playing something like Elden... Ooh. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mikathrat. Nice to see you. That was a genuinely surprised that actually happened on my screen. I was not expecting that at all. Very weird to see yourself getting pelted with props and like actually reacting. It's freaky. But yeah, I like the idea of playing Elden Ring. I don't know if I can commit to the 100-hour runtime of it. I don't know if I fully feel like it. But playing one life at a time, that seems kind of fun in its own little way. You know what I mean? So I've got a nice little wheel that I will bring up in a moment when it doesn't vanish. Why does it? I can't pick it up. There we go. Oh, thank you. That was me. Was that me? That might have been me. Hold on. Will Twitch tell me who did that? That happens. It was your name. Cool. That also happens every time I press the escape button. Like that. I was like, did I press that? There we go. Oh. All of the interactions are coming through. I might in future change this star one to be 100. Because it goes by so quickly. I don't react in time. I've got slow reflexes, man. I need a... You know? That went... Did you guys see that? That went so hard against my face that I saw behind this environment. Did you guys see that? Am I going... Like, I swear I saw my old... maybe I'm going mad. I swear I just saw something in the visions of all those stars. Well, anyway, whatever.
Yay.
Yeah? You did see it? I'm not going mad? I might be going mad. We'll see. But yes, hello Galaxy. Nice to see you all. I see YouTube chat actually functions today.
So
That's
much
good.
of Sue.
That was me. That was me mashing the escape button. In future, I might adapt that to go from 10 to 100. It was a fire. Yeah, I think it was like Sekiro or something, or Ghost of Tsushima. That was weird. I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting that. For anyone joining us on the YouTube chat, my apologies if you ever came to a previous Sonic stream in which I accidentally ignored you the entire time. YouTube chat just didn't want to load that day, and I assumed it was down. It turns out people were talking to me the whole time, and just didn't want to send it my way. Crazy. I don't... There's always some scuff every time I do these streams. There might be more today. I'm choosing to switch between like 10 different game prompts. I'm going to change stream categories, and that's somehow going to destroy my bitrate, and then the whole thing falls apart. If at any point I sound craggly... Hey, Eclipse is peak? We got 2 Eclipse people in here?
Pseudo 91BIGBIAIN.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the follow anyway. Oh, some scuff's already beginning.
We're
my batteries
all here.
aren't
Hello.
dead. Hello.
That's my friend.
Ah, wow. You got. Is all of your friends called Eclipse? That's quite the collection. I wish I could sync up names with my. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really work with Pseudo, does it? You just have Pseudo and then something afterwards. I've discovered our first scuff of the day. One of my tracking literally has half the battery it should.
Eclipse army.
That's so cool. So you've got Eclipse Peak and Eclipse Stars. I shudder to know what other variations of Eclipse you could find. Technically, you should have Sun and Moon, but you've got stars instead in there. Are you the leader of all the Eclipse army people? Or like, are you just one of many henchmen and there's a big leader? The
I should
actual
change my
eclipsing
name
one.
to Eclipse.
Hey, there's apparently a branding for
first,
it.
Carrot.
That is a good question. I am a little concerned we're going to be lower on time than I thought, since I think my hand, it is possibly my hand one, has half the charge it should, which means it might not last as long as it would. I was planning on doing like a nice just chatting segment. I realized as well I'll do it a million things I'm planning, right?
You should have played G Arctic Phone with us trust.
Oh, Gartic Phone is a crazy time as I understand it. I'd love to, maybe we'll do that in some form. Can we do it with chat? I'll consider it in the future. So, I had an interesting realization recently. I've been doing all the best I can to release like short form clips on every platform in existence, right? And I've had all sorts of different variations of success on these different platforms. You know, if I want to release on Blue Sky, I've got to render it in 480p. If I want to go to TikTok, I've come to discover that my TikTok clips, of which I'm releasing 5 to 7 videos a day because I'm slightly crazy, gets almost zero attention, zero send-outs to anyone based in the US. It's a little suspicious if you ask me. I do know that the US has now a TikTok severing for their algorithm. It's very strange. The platform I've prioritized the most, and I've come to discover in my analytics that my head is broken.
Your goated Imglada Clips is so obsessed with you.
You're goated. Thank you. I'll take it. I'm glad to have been obsessed about, even if my body doesn't want to hold itself. Is it my head? That's like, why did that happen as well? I assume you guys all saw that, right? Like, I lived and then I died. It might well be that we'll stick to just chatting today and not even get to play a single game. I won't even get to die a single time this stream at this rate. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that was a crazy revelation to discover. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll do my best to work on the TikTok algorithm. The Instagram algorithm's already dead. YouTube Shorts goes out to everybody. That actually, ironically, does the best. But I can only upload one a day. I can only do one a day on YouTube Shorts. I'm running out of content. Your head will die. I mean, that'll be great fun if it does, you know. I would love to, you know, show you the cursed forms this body can take. It can do some horrendous things. I am canonically just a slime guy. At any point, I could just wobble down into watery blobs. Like, it could happen. You don't know. I need to find an excuse, honestly, to showcase my skates more. I put it into the design and everything. You never see them. Who knows? Maybe today my head will end up beneath my toes. I can see something going wrong somewhere along the line. It's an interesting one.
Wait, you're on Insta, I'm a follow.
Yeah.
How's your day going?
It's
Hello.
The Instagram don't do much. I'm gonna be honest. They don't get many views, but I've got clips there. I think I made one original post that was like a photo, and that was it. I'll work on it. The algorithm doesn't like me very much, so we'll see. It's my least prioritized one, other than Twitter, because I try to avoid it. How's your day going? Decent. I have an unfortunate habit at the minute. I don't wake up until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I say I have stream in an hour, and I do not have time to set things up, especially because there's always scuff every time I plug in. I needed the extra time today. I went on a brief walk as well to catch a semblance of sunlight. Britain doesn't get that very often. But generally it's nice. This is most of my day now. It should be until some body part of mine dies. Hello, Crexite. Nice to see you. And Charlotte. Charlotte, nice to see you. Yeah, pretty much. I sleep when it's dark and I wake up when it's dark. I don't see much sunlight. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't get sun exposure. And I'm pretty pale-ish. I don't know, my skin's okay. Crexite. Gosh, it's been 3 months already? Thank you for the sub. That's crazy. That's crazy we're already at this point. I would say welcome, hello, and all that good stuff, but you've heard it all before. I know you. You're always here. Thank you for doing what you do. That's certainly one way to celebrate a sub, yeah. To you too.
Slimes hibernate.
Yeah, we can make up the canon, sure, yeah. I sleep all the time, but that might just be me being lazy, you know. I don't have a home, I don't think. I think that's why I'm in the middle of this street here. I think I just commandeer whatever space there is. We will actually soon be getting a new starting soon screen that uses this environment, and like I've got some things set up with Warudo like poses and camera motions. I'm always trying to upgrade something in the background. There's just not enough time to do all the things I want to do, let alone uploading on every damn platform. I always say every second is of infinite value, but my goodness, do the seconds just slip away? You know, it's just one of those things. It's what can you do, you know? But it's interesting. Anyway, going back to talking about clips, there's one type of clip I do not release at all that I should really work on. It's kind of the default go-to one, especially the VTubers do, that I just have not capitalized on, which is the just chatting
3 happy
clips.
months.
It certainly has been. Thank you, Greg Side. It's been 3 good months. I hope to keep entertaining with months going forwards. We've done all sorts of crazy clips where it's like I'm mocapped in, I'm jumping around at a point of view perspective of Sonic, you know, gags from the front and gags from the back, whatever that means. I haven't done any just chatting story time clips. So, depending on how this stream works out with my tracking, we might go into like a little bit of just an extended just chatting segment for me to harvest my life and if I've actually got any stories to tell you. I've got actually a list because I forgot every possible story under the sun when I first thought about it. We'll work on it. Hello, Oscar.
Does TikTok stream
And
even work yet?
Does
Not
TikTok
even
stream?
from the personality test stream.
A couple things. So TikTok stream, we're not streaming on TikTok currently, but I did manage to make TikTok streaming work. But it doesn't, like, people join, people leave. I need to make, like, I need to put a question, apparently, in the title to make people stay. That's the better advice I've heard. You know, whatever. Actually, I think Crexite discovered us through TikTok. And then everyone transforms over to Twitch or YouTube, typically. It's just how the system goes. I don't know. Ugh. Social media, man. What a pain.
Oh, yeah, the one where we played Wordle.
I completely forgot to edit that one. I think I put it down as like we'll make a video out of it, like a 30, 20-minute video one day. It just got left in the archives. I should look back into that. I should probably... We'll see. But I do have a list of other things we could talk about. But maybe let's try one video game first. We'll see. You know what I mean? Do you agree? Do you feel that vibe? This is where I find out, like, I'm gonna do it and I won't be able to load the game. We're gonna start then. Actually, do I even have this game installed? Imagine I don't. I do all this effort and it's not even there. It's not currently there. Did I? Yes, okay. We're gonna start with a little bit of classic breaking of my shoulder. What would people prefer? Maybe I should roll this as a poll. Should we stay just chatting? You'll get to visually see every
I did find you on TikTok.
Every piece of scuff in my body you'll see. We'll share some
very
stories.
glad I did.
Or we can dive into Elden Ring, and the moment I die, we'll move on to another game and I'll show you the wheel. What would we like? And also, how do I make a poll? That's just... I know how to search poll. Oh, God. How do I get the options up of what the poll says? Maybe I'll just hear it with words. I mean, there's a small amount of us. I could just say yay or nay. What do people think? What would you like? How would you like to roll out today? I'm already on the back foot from one of my trackers shouting at me. I love that it doesn't tell me which tracker exactly it is. Just that icon. Which one is that? Is that this or is that this? I don't know. Hello, Phoenix. If you were to pick whether we were... This to everybody. If you would like us to play video games today, let me know. Yes, you'd rather that. If you'd rather we just stay and just chat.
Can we see the wheel of games and then we can decide?
That's a decent shout. Yeah. I should be able to make that work. So, we want that, and then, will this work? Let me try it like this. That's just Animal Crossing. That's just Animal Crossing at a different angle. That's just more Animal Crossing. Alright, I'll get it up manually. Let's do this in this certain mode. There it is. This isn't gonna work, is it? Oh, maybe it will. I'll do this. I don't know why it's taken me forever to do these things now. I've lost my trickery. I used to do this so succinctly. That's not at all what I asked for. There we go. That looks right. That looks correct-ish to me. here we are. This is our wheel. It's so crazy. I decided to not go crazy and show 50 of them. We have the options to play the Sans final boss fight. We have Elden Ring. We have Minecraft, where it runs at 10 times speed, so the tick rate's boosted up. We have Modern Warfare 2 with a little adjustment to it. I'm gonna be honest, that one you just sort of have to see to believe. We have GTA 5 Chaos mod, a stream we've tried several times. It broke the stream, and then I realized maybe it's not actually the game that broke the stream. Now that we fixed what originally broke like that, who knows? We have Overwatch 2, just like an online game to add to the collection. It's not even called Overwatch 2 anymore. We have the Breath of the Wild Ganon fight, because we got to the end of it in our speedrun, but never actually beat it, so it's a run and gun to fix that. A lot of these are part 2s. And then we have, just to make things chill every now and again, when we're not in the middle of a final boss fight or a chaos mod, we have Poker Night at the Inventory, a nice cooldown one, surrounded by a bunch of cartoon characters, and I'm one of them. We can either play all of these, shuffling through, and then we will switch every time we die. If we lose a game of poker, I'll move on from Poker Night. Stuff like that. It's like all of these could have been individual weekend slots I would do all weekend. And I was like, I don't know which one I want to do. So I'm chucking them all in today. Unless we would rather stick to just chatting and see my body slowly debilitate over the next 2 hours, which is also very plausible. I've got a couple other prompts as well planned in the back end, but they've had like delays and things. I've got a really interesting coding prompt I've got building, as well as a whole collab opportunity that I'm involved in, but it's been delayed, and I'll leave it be. You know, I'm also like the first stranger in it, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep hands off, let them do as they do, and optimistically join when I can at some point. So, here's all the information you've had, unless you saw this on YouTube Shorts vertical form, because otherwise you see nothing. Can I make you see something? Do any of these screens show anything? I don't think they do. No, I can't show that. Oh well. The YouTube Shorts people, they heard it in description anyway. Which would we prefer to run with? There's perfect thinking music as well while we're here. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, if I said it last stream. We played through as much as we could of Resident Evil 4. And I was looking at the footage, where it's like behind my face the whole time, but there was like my little guy in the corner.
I think we can game.
You think we can game with that? I'll keep in mind. Anyone else got any other thoughts? I remember looking back at that footage of Resident Evil being like, man, I'm not expressing enough. I must be a crappy VTuber when I'm in game mode. I'm just not expressing my face very much. Discovered I just had all of my settings all the way down. And it wasn't me. It was like I had to make a whole new Werido setup. Crexite, are you here? Sorry to call you out. Is that rude? Is that not good etiquette? I think I generally understand streamer etiquette. I've seen a lot of people do it wrong. Particularly in our chats. Usually YouTube Shorts people as well. They don't know how the biz works, you know. Like, I try my best. I don't call out lurkers or anything like that. To be fair, I'm usually a lurker. That's my way of playing. I'm a big fan of just, like, observing, not being acknowledged. I choose to follow people when they're not live so that they don't call out my name or notice me. That weird? Maybe it's a little weird. And I feel bad being like, oh, what if they dislike that I followed them for some or other reason? I don't know why I get in my head about that all the time. Don't know why they would. I would never be upset with anyone followed me at any point. Probably. Alright, I think, while it's nice and all, I think I would like to do this prompt, this gaming prompt, at full capacity. Also, yeah. I think, hello, Crexite. Would you rather video games or just chatting? Worth adding your answer into the survey. We can either do just chatting stream today, or we spin the wheel. But also, it's okay if you don't want to answer, or anything else, or you're happy to go with the flow, you know, whatever. Oh, we can also actually check my own latency. We used to have latency issues earlier in the month. Ba ba da ba ba. Why am I hearing? Can you hear me twice? Am I playing twice? Or is that me listening to myself? I think that was me listening to the laptop, listening to myself, you know? Who knows? A whole thing. Hello, Ellis. Alright.
Yee, I am shy with new people too.
Yeah,
I tin the wheel rotation thing.
Okay. Here's the conundrum
like
now.
If you die, you move on.
Yeah. You like that idea. I also like that idea. Let's do it tomorrow. I want to do it properly. I think it's okay. I can already tell my battery's like, you're critically low, you're going to lose our arms soon, which actually is a horrifying alert when you think about it in that context. I want to add more games to it. I want to make it more chaotic. I want to do it at full capacity tomorrow. I think, I feel like today, only when I've started stream do I realize I just want to chat today, I think. I would also like to put a bit of time towards editing that old personality test stream. We'll put something together with that as well. It's a good suggestion. I should have not missed it. Let's do that instead, because I know I can do it better. This is also most of what you miss from me during the midweek, when I'm usually like ruminating on what to do next. Because this whole week, I've been ruminating which of these games on the wheel to play. And then I was like, oh, slap them all together. I was like, I'll do that last night. And now, today, I'm like, actually, we can do this better, you know? Hello, JV. Nice to see you. Because there are a bunch of other options we could chuck in there. I'd be tempted to do, if it didn't cost me 75 quid, all plugging in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 in there, and then just switching between those 3 and Elden Ring. But it costs 75 quid. If it was free, I'd love to do something like that. Like every Souls-like game at once. That sounds like a lot of fun in its own way. There's a few others as well that we could do as like long-form story games, but I don't know if you die very often. Like Silent Hill 2, you know? Or like Metal Gear Delta, the remake. I feel like they would show up in the wheel spinner, we'd play it, and then we won't leave it for like 2 hours when I try to die in an easy tutorial level, you know? Hello, Glitch, just chillin', welcome. We'll see. We'll work it out as we go. But I'm gonna put some time to it. It's a real shame about this battery thing. It's also baffling because it charged with everything else. It's
Red Dead Redemption. I have never watched that game.
Hey, that's, again, it is on the list. I've got a long list of every game I could play. I have it on my Epic Games launcher thingamabob. But you don't die in it. Unless I need to, like, get some sort of speed-boosted mod, you know? Or some, like, chaos mod Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if that exists. I'll have to look into it. Because that would be a lot of fun. The other idea I did have as well at one point, actually, was doing the old Elden Ring, but every time we die, we do a punishment. I've got like a long list of punishments here. Whether they work or not, I don't know, and some of it needs prep. Like, I've got one here that says eat a crayon. I don't know why it's in there, but it's in there. I found it from some list. And I don't have any crayons, so we'll work on it, you know? But yeah, instead, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to finally tell some more stories. Do you remember what stories I said during our personality stream? Because I'll be honest, I don't. I skimmed through it. I skimmed through the footage and was just like, oh, I'm just clicking the answers and moving on. Maybe I just found a bad 30 seconds. It's interesting. It's easily my weakest subject is just chatting. I think it's because I'm like a naturally like high energy person that it's weird to like sit down for me and be like, hello, how was your day? You know, maybe it's because it's small talk to me. I also find the moment I'm like, oh, I need to talk about stories, I don't have any. I do, I'm sure I do. I'm just like, I worked a normal day. I can tell you information that's too close to home, so it's doxing, so I can't tell you that one. and I have memories playing a video game. That's not a good story. You know, that I feel like that happens all the time. Unless, like, so often I feel like I need a hint that opens up an entire folder. You know what I mean? Of, like, information and memories. Glitch, just chillin'. Let's not be rude.
Some sort of a Q&A.
Let's not be rude. Have some stream etiquette. I'm a small creator. It's new. I'm sorry. Look at the channel. This is fresh. You know, yeah. I love to eat crayons. You've come at an incredible time. I was just talking about a challenge, a punishment to eat crayons. What's your supply? I need them. Technically as well, I would need to do a face reveal to show me eating crayons, so, you know, it works out. We could do some sort of Q&A, absolutely. I mean, if anyone has any questions, I'll bring them up. I can certainly answer, see what it runs with. I also have seen, like, people will respond to chat all the time, and then I've seen other people faking responding to chat. And I'm like, oh man, well, I've got text-to-speech on my Twitch chat, so I could just sneakily type in a question that I want chat themselves to ask me. And I'm like, that's crazy, you know? Glitch, just chillin'. Crazy name, by the way. It's so many syllables. Again, with the stream etiquette, that doesn't make sense with what I said.
Favorite sport?
But sure. What is my favorite sport? I gotta tell you, I was always a bit of an oddball, right? Not that crazy, but a little bit. I never got into team sports very much. Terrible at football, terrible at basketball, terrible at tennis. But you know what I could do? I could do athletics like a motherfucker. I used to be that one kid in, like, the playground that was practically running on the walls. If you wanted a guy to sprint 0 meters to 300 meters, I'm your man. 400 and I'm dead. I can't do the 400 relay race or anything like that. But sprinting, full speed, that was my thing. Until I hit puberty. And then my skin got greasy, I got sweaty, I got gross, and I also have really bad eczema. I did as a kid. Great story. Aren't you glad you asked this question?
Running, cycling and swimming, not volleyball, basketball or football.
Maybe this is getting TMI. What a great question you've asked. Oops. I used to develop, like, scabs over my legs when I was really bad with eczema. So when it ran in the heat and I sweated into it, I would have to stop running to scratch my legs, and there goes my entire Olympic career. But hey, as a sport, run a line, I could do that. That was my go-to for sure. Right. I told that one story, and suddenly the YouTube Shorts chat went crazy on keeping up. But hello. What's going on? What did I miss? I was being mean? I didn't know I was being mean. Unless you mean to someone who doesn't have stream etiquette, in which case, oops, it happens. Hello. Interesting. I like purple and blue and pink crayons. Hey, I mean, at least you've got taste when it comes to if you eat your crayons and you've got definitive opinions. I can respect that. You know what I mean? I had severe eczema when I was younger. Oh, you want to hear about severe eczema? Now we're on this topic of all things. Beautiful Nintendo music playing in the background, by the way. Let me tell you about the gross diseases I had as a child. I had eczema as a kid, so severe that when I was like a year old, my neighbors used to come and bang at the door in the middle of the night, asking my mum and my nan, who I lived with, why their child was, like, screaming the house down in the middle of the night, why they were torturing a poor little baby boy, because they were just putting ointment on my skin and it stung because it was severe eczema, and I would just scream the house down every night from my childhood, and I have no memories of it myself, possibly out of trauma. Haha! It wasn't cured until I was 13, when I literally had to stand in a standing sunbed and burn it off of my skin. It worked. It took extreme amounts of sun exposure to clear my eczema, but it did. I literally needed to be in a sunbed. Great! Are you glad you asked? Hey, I'm glad we've got a Q&A session going on. I'm sorry that the questions you've answered apparently opened trauma. It's not actually trauma. Like, I don't care. I was like, oh, oops. I had a skin issue that hurt to fix. Oops. It's not like my mum actually tortured me. She medically cleared me. I got in a sunbed, had a lovely tan in the middle of winter. You know? You're so blue, thank you. I'm glad. I'm actually colorblind and wouldn't otherwise know. At what point is this white to cyan to blue? Is this royal blue? It's meant to be. Not the orange. Although even then, the orange looks a little weird to me. Anyway, there you go. I'm glad you all got to see. Of all the stories you've extracted out of me, that was not the one I was planning to tell. I'm going to turn this into a TikTok, and then I'm going to be like, man, this is disgusting. Why couldn't I talk about, my first crush? My first video game? What do I want to be when I'm 72? No, here's going on about the scabs in my thighs. Like, that's not right. I am colorblind, yes. We'll have to do a colorblind test at some point. I've got the classic red-green colorblindness, hence why there's no red or green on me. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. We're just chilling today. You'll go famous, what, for my eczema trauma stories? Oh, of course. Nothing really gets the views going than endless scabs sweating into them and then boiling them off again. But I got it, like, it was a severe type of treatment, you know. It is sun exposure. It's pretty deadly in its own way. But I'd recommend it. I've been clear ever since. It's a good time. You're so blue, you're more blue than blue. That's just being colorblind friendly. You had to get a... I hope none tried to get you that Enchroma scam. Oh! No! Are you talking about, like, colorblind glasses? Like, is like Enchroma glasses? Is that what they're called? I've always wanted to buy them. Like, £2,000 glasses to let you see color. Are you telling me those were scams? Oh my god! I saw them 10 years ago and was like, I'm gonna save.
Yes.
When I get £2,000, I'm gonna save up for those Enchroma glasses. You're telling me they were scams? Oh, I'm so glad I never saved £2,000. When I did, I bought a model like this. I could have spent it on scam glasses. You're kidding me. I was still planning to buy those one day. Oh, well, I'm glad that it's a scam and that I didn't fall for it. I'm so sad it's a scam and I can't visualize colors. What a shame. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I dodged a bullet, but I kind of wish I'd rather been shot. Alright, eat crayons. I love your vibes. Let's, not be too childish with our props. Be careful, because I like the vibe of a guy who comes in, eats crayons, and has strong opinions on colors. Is that it? Oh man. To be fair, red is the color I see the least. Like, you know how skin gets red, right? Like you scratch, this might be coming from past experience, but you know how when you scratch your skin for some reason.
Maybe you can see differences between colors more, but not new colors itself.
I think it's like the other way around. It's less. If you give me a color spectrum between blue and red, I can't tell you where purple starts and ends. Does that make sense? I can tell every color to me is the two colors in between. Every purple is bluey red. That's not true. I can't ever predict red. Every, orangey yellow, reddy yellow, bluey yellow, greeny yellow. I couldn't tell you when they start, and I can't, you know what I mean? It's the in-betweens. My head is broken. Hold on. This will fix itself. There we go. What's going on with me? We really shouldn't have played video games. I would have not even had my first life and died so far. Yeah, alright. All my batteries are just dying. Sweet. That's cool. £2,000 on glasses is wild. Hey, that's the scam. I would have paid for it. I would have thought that's worth it. £2,000 to see? That sounds incredible to me. Oh, well. I never predict brown. If you ask me what color anything is, brown is the last color I will predict. I don't think of brown until I see exact wood-colored brown. I just don't think of brown. I don't think of it. Purple takes me ages to see. I can see blue and red and yellow and I struggle with greens, actually, as well. But, like, I need the highest saturation color to define it as a color. Hence why I've got super blue and super orange.
Lag made a 3-part investigation about.
Interesting. I gotta look that up, I'm gonna be honest.
Same
That's
guy
crazy.
that exposed honey last year.
That is crazy. Well, pros and cons. Silver linings, I dodged it. I'll take that, I guess. Neon green, that's the green I can see. Yeah. Is there any green in this setting? No. I got told off as a kid. You know, I've always had a bit of a vendetta against art teachers, alright? My first telling off in school, other than for being pissed on by another student, that's a story for another time, is when I tried to draw in green grass in, like, year 0. And I used a slightly grey pencil because there's one type of green that looks grey to me. And for some reason, through all of the years of art class in school, teachers always thought I was intentionally choosing the wrong colour just to fuck with them. No! How about I could be colorblind and don't know the difference between green and grey sometimes? They were always so personally offended. I had a sculpting class once. I spent 10 hours denting this circle of clay. And you know what it looked like after 10 hours, after 5 hours, 5 lessons? I had a dent in a ball. I just could not make a structure out of it. Art is not my subject, I'm gonna be honest. And art teachers always thought I was just messing around in class. No, I'm just incompetent. I paid someone to come up with this design, and I paid someone to make the model in the first place. This is a free asset. I didn't make this. I can't make shit. I can make TikTok edits. I would say unemployed energy, but I am technically employed. In school, were you more of a jock or a nerd? I was a nerd. I'm great at English. I'm great at maths. I'm terrible at art. So I have decent. I was when I was young, I was very hyperactive as well, which meant when I got to a certain year, when I got to like age 10 to 13, I was the annoying kid. And then I got bullied too hard. My nickname at school, as much as I don't think it's that good an insult, nor one to be ashamed of, was Boffin. I used to get called Boffin in school because I was too smart at their lessons. It was a failing school anyway, so it makes sense. It was a sports-based school. Always a bad sign when it's a sports-based school when they prioritize football over math. Anyway, that all went on, and then after the age of 13, I was the quiet kid because of the 3 years. The eczema on the legs probably didn't help. I loved sport, but the school loved team sports, and I liked athletics until I couldn't run that well anymore. Only the traumatic answers coming out of these questions, I swear. The top right bottle is green? Oh, yes! I would agree to that, yeah. I would agree to that totally. That is the green I can see. That is the correct green. Maybe even a brighter green would be nicer. You know what I mean? Can you see fluorescent yellow? I would assume so. But also, if you showed me fluorescent yellow, I might say it's not fluorescent yellow. So conceptually I know it, but I think so. Yeah, I'm red-green colorblind. The basic red-green colorblind is one for you. I know I've mentioned this before of all things. If you've ever watched the creator called, I just saw myself, whatever. If you ever seen the VTuber called Lord Aethelstan, Aethel, he did a video about colorblindness, like responding to what colorblind vision looks like. I have the exact same colorblind vision he does. Everything he said he sees is exactly what I see. I see Nyanas not as pink, but just white and grey. It's exactly the same, like 7% blindness that everyone has. And more than that, actually, 7% as well, I believe, is the male population that has green eyes. That's me. I know I've got black and white eyes here, but in real life, I've got big green ones. Freaky, rare, I like it. It means I can't see color very well. I'm colorblind and green on the other side. Typical, and you'll never see these eyes. Whoa, never see them. You know, it's always a good sign when someone Someone named Random Kid says, can I say something? But maybe. Keep up the stream etiquette, and it'd be great if you did. We will see. Yeah. Here's an interesting one in a lot of places. Random Kid, well, I'm sure the latency said it, but yes, you could say something, but you will be banned if you don't say the right thing. Please be normal. Fingers crossed, it's the YouTube Shorts tab. That is me, that is what I am, Loud. That's what I be. What happens if you see a color that you can't see? Is it blurred? Is it a different color? I think it's just a different color. That's the best way to put it. Like, it wouldn't be blurry. That'd be crazy. Well, the spectrum, the color spectrum, I guess you could argue is blurrier for me. It's the same thing of I can't draw lines in the spectrum and say this is where orange starts and begins. The lines between colors is like a feathered blur. I'll be like, oh, that could be where orange starts, or that could be where orange starts. This is all orangey. I couldn't specify. And then when you take that segment somewhere else, it goes elsewhere. Do you know about the vegan teacher? I've heard about them. God, I hope they never hear about me. I have not really addressed, I don't give attention to that kind of drama, I'll be honest. I'll leave them be. Let them do that. It's kind of like trying to avoid Twitter as much as you can, They're just like, avoid the drama. Live life better. I get enough drama opening BBC News any given day. Just abandon it. Live in your own happy bubble. That's what I've done. Look at me. I'm a VTuber. That's the way to live sometimes. When did you wake up today? I woke up today at about 1:30 in the afternoon. And considering I like the idea of streaming at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not great on time. I might try and ruin my sleep schedule soon to wake up. Maybe in the morning would be a good idea, generally. I keep rotting between midnight and 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just scrolling through TikTok endlessly, counting it as research. Sometimes I get editing done, so it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
But other times it's not.
And news in general are so negative.
Yeah, man. There is a certain element.
Feels it's on purpose, Lord.
I mean, it gets more clicks. Negativity gets more clicks. I can see why it does it. Genuinely, I do think taking a break from the news tactically sometimes can be beneficial to the day-to-day. It's good to be informed. You don't need to be informed about every bad thing that happens all the time, everywhere, in the world or locally. It's the times we live in. It's part of the reason I'm here doing this stuff. It's a way to escape, to have a bit of fun in a world that's otherwise chaotic. Let me make my own chaos instead. Have a good time along the way. Can you see
another generic
type
question?
Of green? No, I don't know it.
Favorite and hated food?
My favorite and most hated food? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a real good question. I have horrendous food takes, okay? I'm British all the way. You know how in hell there would be British chefs? I would be that British chef, okay? I love me a can of Heinz spaghetti, cold, in a bowl. That's one of my favorite foods, okay? Cornish pasty, fine, normal. Cold, on a plate, that will do me. I love mixed veg from Frozen and Heinz British beans. Slap them together, eat them as they are. I could eat anything. I am not fussy. I will eat cold dinner lady slop. When it comes to hated foods, though, I am also a white British boy. I can't handle anything with spice. I've discovered fajita spice. That's about it. Never moved on further than that. I am terrible at anything that has an actual tang to fight back. I'm allergic to pineapple. And that's because it's got enzymes that fight back. Literally closes my throat. Can't even eat an apple. Never eaten a pear. I'm scared it will make me feel like I'm eating an apple. Or worse, a pineapple. Hate pears. Love pineapple if it's cooked. But I can't. It hurts me back. And it closes my throat. Food!
Don't worry, I put ketchup on black bread XD.
Oh! Now here's a question for you. How much do you toast your bread? What is the correct amount of toastiness when you toast up a nice slice of bread? Because for me, out of a scale of 1 to 10, the answer is 1. I don't toast my bread. I want it to be harder than soft, but I want it as unburnt as possible. I don't cook that stuff. I'm crazy. I don't like that stuff. I don't know why. I like food soft. You know, I have a bowl of cereal. I'll make the milk as big and sloppy as possible. Let it soak into the food, into all of those wheats and grains, and eat it like a big old soup. Cereal is soup anyway, and certainly with the way I eat it. Hamburger. Hamburger's alright. Hello, Xandro. Hello, Ace. Nice to see you. Currently debating my horrendous British food takes, which I do remember saying some of these
I don't
before.
bother to toast it.
Yeah, like, I will love a toast tower, but it's not a very toasty one. I'll take 4 slices of bread, proper like Scooby-Doo snack style, toast by like 1 degree of toastiness. Toast, 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 toast. Butter, butter, butter. Maybe another butter if I'm feeling funky. Chuck it in with Marmite and some cheese. Eat it like a big Scooby snack. That's the way to live.
20 minutes in the microwave.
Wait. What are you putting in the microwave? You're not putting bread in the microwave for 20 minutes, are you? I swear that will melt, that will burn. You must be talking. You must have said something else. What did you say? What did you say? You didn't. You just said 20 minutes in the microwave. Well, fair enough. We'll take it.
We can't even ask your opinion about pineapple pizza, cause you can't eat it.
I know. I'm just like a Q&A's nightmare. I can't eat the pineapple. Pizza's alright. I like pizza. I like it usually. Here's a crazy take. Whenever I order pizza, I always get like a veggie pizza. Not because I'm veggie, but because it's the closest thing to healthy. I'm like, oh, give me some vegetables, finally. Put it on all of them, on the toppings. It'll do. Hello from Cornwall. Hello, Mira. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Got any crazy food takes? Any horrendous foods I should try? If I ever do a cooking stream, let me tell you, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible. I saw someone make a beans... What was it? A beans pizza, I think? Like British beans and pizza. I would make that. Absolutely, I would. If I could make a meal that includes a crayon as an ingredient,
a lot of us try to fool
I'd consume
ourselves
it.
with that take.
Yeah. Try to fool ourselves with that take about pineapple pizza. I can see it. You've earned yourself a new sub because of your energy, and you actually read your chat. Hey, we'll take it. Thank you, Sandro. Consider, since you're on YouTube, checking out all of our shorts. You actually get to see the highlights of all our past streams. It's not always just chatting, although I could easily do this more. This is coming. Maybe it's because I inhaled a monster can before this, and I'm half waiting for my arms to stop tracking. But yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying my time.
No, about healthy pizza.
Oh, healthy pizza. Ah. Yeah. Do other people get veggie pizzas in order to feel like they were healthy? Is that a common human experience? Do I not have a single original thought? I could see that, to be fair. Hello, Giggle. What a crazy name. But welcome. We're talking horrendous food takes and any tales of home. It's funny. I wrote down a list of things like, oh, this is a story I can tell. Haven't used any of them because we've gone straight into beans on toast kind of topics. I love it. I'm glad. I've got plenty to say. I'm surprised I did. I'm surprised I have got so much to say. You know? It's good though. It's really nice. Whilst also, next time we do a Just Chatting stream, I'll see if I can, like, set up some animations. Because I learned that I can't do a backflip. I know I can't do a backflip. I'm scared. I have a fear of being upside down. Not my thing. But if I could press, like, the 5 button and do a backflip every time somebody asked, I think that'd be a great fun time. I would love to do that.
Burger
and a whole bunch of things. Burger stack order. Oh, now that's a good question. Here it is, from bottom to top, okay? It's a no, hold on. From bottom to top, it's a bun. Then it's a burger. Then it's burger. Then it's cheese. Then it's cheese. Then it's cheese. Then it's gherkin. Then it's gherkin. Then it's cheese. 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 Then it's burger. Then it's gherkin. Then it's bun. No sesame seeds, please. That's the answer. For sure. That's how it works. I'll accept nothing less If I don't have an unhealthy amount of dairy and a bajillion pieces of acid in my stomach from the gherkins, I don't want it.
No sauces.
No sauces. The sauces go on the side. You grab the burger, you dip it in the sauce, you eat it 50% sauce, 50% burger. Well, that's certainly not a burger. What are you talking about? I had 2 burgers. To be honest, I also just mostly forgot what ingredients go in a burger. Like, I don't know if I want lettuce. Certainly don't want tomatoes. Do I like mustard? I don't even know. I don't think I've eaten mustard by itself before. It's always been mixed in with something. Grilled onions, maybe?
Scooby-Doo burger 100%.
That's how I like to eat. It's all or nothing, and it better be soft. You know that cheese is soft. It makes the whole, like, I hate crunchy. I hate sesame seed. I love the soft stuff. My cousin once ate a burger, then a pizza. After that, ate a piece of lettuce and said, see, I'm healthy. Now that's based. A little bit of lettuce to finish it up. I mean, lettuce style, what's it called? Rabbit style, where the bun is in fact lettuce. That's quite nice. But, cheese. You better make cheese. You put 8 cheeses in your burger, my God. Cheese is a great luxury. And it's one of the few things that hasn't skyrocketed in price. No, it's not
My
true.
burger has buns, burger, leek, cheddar, tomato, lettuce, ketchup and mayo mixed.
Mmm.
Pizza burger.
Yes. The 2 scales. A leek burger sounds really interesting. Don't test me, because I could make a leek burger. That sounds fun. Oh, a burger cooking stream? Where we put together, like, horrendous...
Oh, yay, we had a pizza burger in Italy.
What? That's insane. That's so interesting. I've had a burger pizza in Domino's. That's the best I've done. I'm more of a pizza person than a burger person, to be honest. Come on, there he is. Body's not broken just yet, although he's trying to. He's trying his best to break on us. Deep fried pizza?
Opinions
Whoa.
on chicken katsu curry.
I'm not crazy on curry.
It's like burger ingredients wrapped in pizza dough IARC.
That's interesting. I like the sound of that. Curries are okay. I'm not crazy on spice. I'm not crazy on poppadoms. I'm not crazy on most of the sides. I'm not crazy on rice. I like pasta more than rice. I will eat curry if someone else is eating curry. Curry is the last takeaway meal choice I will take. Love Chinese food. Love
It's
Chinese
not really
chicken
a
balls.
curry.
Chicken katsu curry is not a curry?
Seach it up.
I don't even know. It's just a flavor, isn't it? I mean,
What's your perfect pizza then?
Oh, perfect pizza. Now, this is a good question. There are so many categories of pizza you can run with, right? Because we can go with a healthy veggie pizza, right? Simple, nice, lovely. Pepperoni, if you're feeling down one day and just want to feel something, the most tang I can handle. I adore, though, the rare Domino's burger pizza. It was burger sauce, it was gherkins. Otherwise, I will get usually what I actually get is a veggie pizza, and then I add meat on top. It confuses the hell out of them every time because they don't understand the concept that I just want vegetables. I'm not a vegetarian asking for meat. It throws them off every time. I like Domino's pizza. God, they cost too much money. Pizza Hut's the best there is. They've all gone out of business near me. But, you know, conceptually great. That's kind of my pick. Kind of basic.
You were there.
Hello, Kezachi. Nice to see you. We're rambling with terrible food takes at the minute.
Chat.
That's the one.
Hi, Keza.
Hello, Jane Doe. I'm eating Lucky Charms straight from the box. Hey, that's nice. I've had Lucky Charms once in my life. Seemed very nice. God, the sugar was a lot. The American sugar elements are too much for me. I take bad British food takes, but I'm glad that it's the British food takes that I take, you know? Hello, Tatsu. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? We are just chatting today, going through horrendous food takes. I thought I had forgotten. I have. I've forgotten every possible story I have to tell you from, like, life experiences. But chat's been asking me some questions, and almost every time I've whipped out trauma to talk about instead. How are you with sour food? I adore sour food. The first real sour food I was given, like intentionally sour I was given, was like a little gumball of sour that was meant to be like extreme wrinkle your entire face sour.
I'm gonna lurk for a bit.
I took it in and mwah, never tasted anything better. It's like I didn't even react. I could unwrinkle my face. Oh, I crave that stuff. If I could burn an acid hole in my tongue eating something sour, I love it. Haven't eaten very much because I know I would be long unavailable if I actually got to eat as much sour as I wanted.
EWW.
Yeah, food take. I'm British, you know. Do I want $7? I prefer deer over bucks, but sure, you know, whatever, however you wish.
Tatsu, as in Satsu. As it Tokuhaha.
My burger choice, bottom bun, cheese patty, cheese, top bun. Andrew, you're pretty close. I like that, minus the gherkins. Or add some gherkins. Go to Papa John's. I don't think I've got any experience with Papa John's. The British options aren't as fluorescent, you know. I'd love to go to a lot of, is Sonic? American Sonics? Is that a burger place or is that hot dogs? Or like baseball hot dogs as well. There's a lot of food I'd love to do. If I ever came to America, I'll do a food tour. I'll do things like that. Can I get a shout out?
There's a Pap John's in the UK, but not as popular.
There is? Oh, right. Where about? I'll have to look that up. I mean, I don't have a car to go anywhere. I've got a car behind me.
Is us based,
That's
I
about
think,
all.
haha.
Yeah, Sonic is US based, so I won't ever get to go to there. I saw can I get a shout out from someone who's well, do I say your name? I'm glad that you actually called out that your name is a punchline in the chat. Honestly, it's better than like a normal like I'm not the punchline to that, but do something worth shouting out and I'll shout out your name. How about that? I don't know what it is. If you say a good question and I answer it, I'll say your name.
Be careful, haha.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not too crazy, but sure. I think he meant money, about the $7. Maybe. Who knows? We'll never know. It's off to the ether now. I guess this is Fruitiger era. I never would have thought a MIDI guitar is Fruitiger era. Proper Wii Sports vibes.
There was a question John Cleese was once asked.
Oh dear. What on earth was John Cleese asked? It better not be political.
If you were part of a plane, which part of it would you be XD?
If you were part of a plane, which part would you be? That's a good question. I think. How about... Oh, I don't want to be a seat. Actually, that's a terrible idea. God, I don't want to be a single screw either.
I have spent too much money to the point where I can spend $8. See?
Oh, no. Somewhere at the back. Somewhere safe. That's what I pick. The tailwind. Why not? Something like that. As long as it doesn't explode, that's what I want. I always take... Whenever I get on a plane, I take the farthest back seat. The highest chance of survivability. A lot of times they don't fill up the back at all, so you get the whole row. Great when you're anxious, when you're flying. And great times. Haven't died on a plane yet. When Bender says the sky is falling,
the engine
you were
with your
clairvoyant.
energy, haha. He
The
chose
engine-
the joystick.
He chooses the joystick. I don't want to be handled. I want to just be like observing. I want to be untouched. Don't want to be the seat either. The engine with your energy. I mean, I make enough noise,
cheese.
but man, what about a really energetic screw? Actually means it probably falls out. That's my point though. Some panel near the back, the safest spot. Genuine question: spicy or sour? Sour every time. Not a fan of spice.
Do you have Discord?
Yes we do. In fact, if you put in the chat !Discord, I'll try and do it myself over here. You can join our Discord call group. There you go. Already done. Already on it. Joe Name got there first. Also, for anyone watching on Twitch, I hope you enjoy my current title. I was like, I wonder if I'm not doing the titles right. So I've added use code Pseudo for 0% off of gamersupps. We are not sponsored by gamersupps, but I just wanted to feel involved. So now we've got a gamersupps code that does not work. I'm going to be baffled if it does work, actually. I didn't test it, but Hey, hey,
saw
hey.
tar.
It makes it feel more real.
So funny.
I was like, I don't know what to say. I should change it though, because we are no longer changing games. For those that haven't seen yet, my tracking is dying. For some reason, they didn't fully charge overnight. I don't know. So
It does work.
I'm bracing.
It gives what it advertises winking face.
Exactly. Yeah, use the code, and then honestly, if more people use that code and then it didn't work, would gamersupps notice? Like, would they be like, "Wow, everyone's using this code, but it doesn't do anything. We should put a code to it, and we should pay some poor schlup of a Twitch streamer to see if it works." That'd be a great method. That's my pitch in. Use that code, pay full price, and maybe later I'll get paid and you lose all your money. Masterful marketing right there. Let me change the title real quick. Just call it Terrible Food Takes with me. That'll do. It's not even going to be all food takes, but we'll start with that. Oh, I should do that on YouTube as well. Hello, Voight. Nice to see you. Welcome. Xandro, yes, the Discord alert doesn't work on YouTube chat. I don't know if you can put commands in YouTube chat like that. It's on the Twitch chat, my apologies. If you have a Twitch account, consider moving over to Twitch. You also get text-to-speech with all of your chats.
So what's the plan?
The plan today is we're just chatting. My tracking's already dying. So I've got
just ask him
just some
and chat.
story time. Yeah, it's just story
That's
time.
the plan.
That's the one. I don't even need a response so quickly. Joe Name's on it. You're ahead of me. Somehow your latency's better than mine, Joe Name. You sound like MatPat? That's impressive. I've had a million comparisons to British people. Hello, Internet!
What's your
It
hot
doesn't work.
take?
Never mind. What is my hot take? It depends. On what? Do you have a topic for a hot take? Let me change some titles real quick. You've heard my horrible sports take and my horrible food take. What did this say before? Terrible food takes with me. Games? Oh boy, where do I even begin? Do I have a hot take with games? Like, what's, like, there's loads of, like, Call of Duty, overrated, that's not a hot take. Pokemon, overrated, is that a hot take? The worst people to make Pokemon games is the Pokemon Company. Game Freak. I don't think that's a hot take. Look at Pokopia. Best Pokemon game in years. Not made by them. A game theory. As close as I can get. A game theory. I guess what it is. I sound more like Game Theory now. Game Theory Tom from British. Him. I could say that. Not MatPat. I'm the new guy. Game Theory Tom. That'd be a cool guy to me. He's on my island. You never know.
Oh. What's your favorite game for every console?
Ooh, okay. Let's see if I remember every console for a start. Nintendo.
Hot take on the FNAF live action movies.
Okay. A couple of prompts here. Favorite NES game? God, I don't remember any NES game. I'm not a fan of 8-bit, not a fan of 2D. I'm not a fan of retro. If it's 2D, I get bored. I'm not a fan.
Cheeseburger.
Thank you, Tatsu. I appreciate that contribution. The Super Nintendo. I played Street Fighter back in the day. That's all I can remember. Street Fighter 2. Pretty damn good game. Who knows about the rest? Sonic Dreamcast is probably Sonic Adventure DX, as much as I didn't play it on the Dreamcast. GameCube, I adore. Oh god, there's so many options. Like there's Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. There's Cell Damage, which is a niche one. Let's take that as a hottest take. Cell Damage.
Pounder.
Not an adored game. Nobody knows it. I know it. I love it. Wii games. I mean, Wii Sports is pretty good, but that's not my favorite. What is my favorite? God, I don't know. Twilight Princess? That came out on the GameCube as well. I love Zelda. Can't think of anything else that exists. I've forgotten all of them in the world. What's on the Wii U?
Big Mac.
Yes, I love Big Mac on the Wii U. That's Little Mac, excuse me. And even then, that's the Wii. God, I don't remember any video game that exists. SimCity 2013, terrible game. Love the soundtrack. Is that a hot take? Is that a game to enjoy, or did I not enjoy that game? I don't know, man. Undertale's pretty good. What's that on? Steam? Xbox 360 games? Love BioShock. They're not hot takes. I think I just know general good ones. But my
I liked
favorites, I
playing
don't know.
the fighting Wii game. 3D World.
Yeah, Super Mario 3D World, pretty good.
one
I
with
hated
the
it when it first
swords.
came out. The one with swords. The fighting Wii game with swords. Gosh, I don't know what that is, unless you're talking about Wii Sports Resorts. A dude is drowning in Lego City. Build the rescue helicopter. Yeah, well, he's dead now. Ah, well, just more microplastics in the river.
Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is good. Hello, Monica. Nice to see you. PS2 games, PS3, Shadow of the Colossus.
I love those Lego ads.
Heavy Rain, as much as it's not a great game. Detroit Become Human, always good fun. Claire Obscure, do I say that? Of course. I haven't even played that game. I've just heard it's good. I don't think I've got hot takes with which video games I like, other than Cell Damage that nobody knows. That'll do. Hello, Ethan. Nice to see you. And King, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're just going through terrible takes on this Just Chatting stream. I should probably have some music. I don't need to say this in the void. There you go. Hello. Interesting to see YouTube Shorts feed just like comes in waves. Favorite Switch game? It's gotta be Breath of the Wild. All the classics, honestly. Yeah. Like, I hate Luigi's Mansion 2. Is that a hot take?
Terraria music.
Terraria music is a good shout. We're currently just going through a playlist. I can skip to a different playlist if you'd really like, but I can't guarantee it's Terraria. Maybe it is time for a different playlist. What is this? What kind of Donkey Kong vocalist is this? Like, that's so weird. Oh, also my OBS just crashed. Although you can't, Hello. I don't know why. Good, good, good. I'm glad we managed to come back. Randomly... Yeah, don't worry about it. OBS just randomly decided to die. That does mean I just lost all that footage for that stream. I'll have to grab it off of Twitch later. I can't now remove the music, so all of my stories are going to have actual Fruitiger Aero in the background. Oops. Oh well. What can you do? Dude has a hole in his stomach due to magnet consumption? I guess, if you say so. I don't know about that, but yeah. You never know. Oh, yes. Can you not hear text-to-speech? Is it drowned out? Or did I remove it? I don't remember removing it. You heard it last time, right? Hold on a second. Let me test here. Really? Oh, yeah. Why? What? The restart broke it. What? How? What? This makes no sense. Is it applied to the wrong thing? Doesn't look it. Let me move to a different one and then put it back. Oh, yeah. Oh, very nice. How was it? Mute site, unmute site. Why did it stop? Huh? I can still hear it in my ears, the text-to-speech. Why wouldn't you be able to hear it after a restart? Can you hear it now? I would assume you can't. I don't know. I can see it's not actually lifting. Advanced properties. Nope. Normal properties. Well, I'll give you some music while I work this out. It's like the... Capture audio, don't capture audio. Now do that. Let's do this. Why? Why does it not? Let me just insert it again then. Sorry everyone on the YouTube chats right now. We'll be back in a second while I work out how to get everyone else on Twitch audible. What even is this? I don't know. Oh, nice. No, that's Stream Deck audio. That's not what we're after. What is this? Is this a window? This is a window capture. Let's disconnect and reconnect it. Maybe that's it. No, because I heard it. You're not muted now, are you? No, you're not. That's a very good question. Let me put this in again. Let's make a new one of these then. Is this visible? It is. Wow, it's a little window capture. That makes sense, I guess. New window capture, please. Don't show anything strange. I don't know what strange thing it could possibly show, but I hope it doesn't. Wow, that's the whole page. Wowee. Now it's got audio. Wowee. Now it's gone. Wow. Yeah, I only said pseudo punishments. That's not weird, is it? Just make that irrelevant. There you go, that's gone. But it came with audio. Where did that cap that one there? It's still not playing sound. I could hear it, but it's not playing that sound out loud. That's so strange. Can you hear the audio? Like, no, music. You can hear music. Yeah, I can see you hearing music. That's very odd. Okay, that's good. Ooh, very sweet. That's nice. Shall I? I'm gonna restart OBS once more time to see if maybe like it just randomly broke on the restart. I guess OBS doesn't like it. It was asking for an update. I'll be right back. You gotta go. No worries, Tatsu. I'll see you on the other side. We'll see you in just a moment. Hey, it's not. Let's see here. Some of the weirdest developments coming on this time, but we shall see with a bit of time. Does my face express? It kind of does. Maybe that helps. A little bit. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that anyway. I didn't look. Now, why would you do that? Let me, close this and start again. Oh, that's where that is. That's not helpful. That's not helpful either. Ah! Oops, that there. I'm basically restarting the entire text-to-speech thingy. If I do that... Oh, it might have connected to the... No, it didn't connect to that. Now, text-to-speech, please pick that, capture the audio, and then let's do another...
Pseudo says,
I sure do. That's what it was all about. I don't know why that fixed it, but it did. I guess it doesn't like this page being open before opening OBS. That is a thing. It doesn't like... You have to open OBS last for a lot of things. I don't know why. It's just something it does. There we go. That's now ready and good. Don't you love the stuff in the middle? Everyone on YouTube Shorts is now long gone, I'm sure. They'd have to find a whole different live page to find me. What a shame. Ah, well. I hope the lack of music, or the insert of music, will still be fine with all those clips we made earlier. Ah, well. I'm glad it works. Phew. Now, technically, I could hear it the whole time, so I could hear you guys in my ears if you were talking to me. So it was nice to know I was never alone. The silence wasn't real. You know what I mean? Hello, Xandro. Wow, you made it back. Hey. Did you, Xandro, how did you find us? Did you go to the channel and then wait for another live stream? Or is it the same live link? I assume it's not, but I could be wrong. Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, it looks like it's the same link. What? That's crazy. I thought it would have made a new one from scratch. That's so interesting. I don't know how any of this works, demonstrably. Who knows, man? It's a crazy one. I would like to change the playlist. It's gotten too chill. That's Cars. That's Pikmin. Oh, someone requested Terraria. We got it right here. Hello, Shamrock Freddy. Nice to see you again. It is nice to see familiar names. I don't know if I said this last time, but I keep thinking about it. I remember when you first appeared, I was like, I also could be playing Shamrock Freddy right now in Resident Evil. Forgot it was Glamrock Freddy.
Seasons and special days.
Favorite time of the year? Oh, so when I was a kid, I was all about winter. Mostly because of the traumatic eczema thing. Heat waves in the middle of London are burnt. I needed to live inside of a bathtub of cold water to survive the day. My skin couldn't handle it, so I loved winter. But now that I'm much older and I'm cured, my skin is clear, I love the summertime, man. I soak in as much sun as I can, and that's saying something because I wake up when it's sun setting. I do my best to enjoy every second of the sun. Ironically, now that I stream like this, I don't have a lot of sun time. I'm going to miss the summer. It'll be going on outside my window, but I won't get to witness it because I'm in here playing video games. But that's the life I choose to lead. Love the summer. Used to hate it. The pros and cons of the arc of my skin. Lovely. But yes, Shamrock, I definitely remember you. I didn't realize Glamrock Freddy was what I was thinking when I first heard your name. But it's a thing. I like it though. It's funny as well, the things you tend to forget when you are a kid. There's a lot of like glistening over. Like obviously I knew the some of the bad times as a kid, like hiding in a bathtub during a London heat wave. But I remember when I was like 7 years old, I got my first GameCube. Absolutely adored the first month it came out, especially. Like I had access to it on my birthday. You know, I played all my favorite games. Super Monkey Ball, Mario Party 4. I haven't got the best taste when it comes to Mario Party games.
My favorite
Nostalgia
spring
goes
is
wrong.
Season. I feel like it's very balanced.
That makes sense. That's a good one. I got a lot of nostalgia for Mario Party 4 where it's not needed. Loved Super Mario Super Circuit that I had on the Game Boy at the time. What I didn't realize, in hindsight, was the house that I lived in during that time of my life was apparently a complete nightmare. We used to literally have slugs trying to invade our house all of the time. I didn't pay attention to the fact that we had salt lines in front of all of our doors, not because of some spirit, but because slugs would literally seep in through the front door and just invade every corner of the room. I was too busy playing Mario Party 4 as Waluigi to notice that there were slugs invading the house for the 6 months we lived there. Always wondered why we moved out so quickly. Slugs. Who'd have thought? I didn't pay attention. I just licked the slugs.
That's disgusting.
I didn't lick the slugs. I licked the salt sometimes. I was like, wow, that's nice. Never considered I was actually being saved from an army of slugs coming through the doorway. Gotta love living in London sometimes. Hello, Malachi.
What did I walk back in?
You know, just story times about slugs. Some of the happiest memories of my life. The early days of the Nintendo GameCube. Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, and the horde banging through the doorway.
Love that.
That was my mum's problem, not mine. Oh, for YouTube Shorts, there's 2 screens. Oops, one from the front, one from the back. Oh, yeah. Let me change that. Thank you for noticing. I don't know why it didn't change automatically. Who needs it? Who worries? I worry, but it's okay. I love slugs. They're so cute. Well, I was going to say thank you, but I hope you're not referring I'm a slug. People have actually mistaken me as a sea slug. I can see it. I don't like that. I'm a slime, which technically could look even more slugly if it had to. If I wanted to. I hate that, but, you know. We live with the decisions we make in our character designing.
Oh, music is a bit loud, by the way.
I thought so.
What's your takes on Sunshine and Circuit? Thought you OWULD want to know.
Thank you. I have turned it down a little. Is that too low now? It was a bit loud in my ears. Super Mario Kart Super Circuit. I forgot how much I adored that game. It was my first ever Mario Kart game. And I remember like looking back at like the SNES Mario Kart and be like, wow, this is flat.
Put it done. So much better now.
Oh, good. That's nice. Yeah, but like in like that's a solid nostalgic memory. But I do love Mario Kart Double Dash more. I love the original weapons. I love the double mechanic. I love everything double. Favorite Pokemon games are the GameCube Pokemon games where you double battle in XD and Colosseum. I just love everything double, apparently. But and Sunshine, yeah, that's good too. Actually, it's terrible, but God, am I nostalgic for it. I know I've got nostalgia problems, but I love what I love.
We'll jump back in soon.
Alright, have a good one, Keza. Thank you for popping in. Zando, I'll be back. I'm gonna download Twitch. Hey, hey, hey. Very nice. You don't... Oh, if you're on phone, yeah, maybe you'll have to. You can always try on the website. Don't worry about it. If you're downloading, you're downloading. Welcome, welcome if you do, though. You can even pick a new username if you want. Confuse me all the more. We've got someone in our community who has, I think, 3 different usernames, depending on what platform they're watching from. It's crazy. Actually... nah. I won't stream this on TikTok. I'll leave that be. It's just chatting. I don't need to worry about it. Now, I am, for some reason, consistently off to the side, and that's bothering me. Why am I on the right? Am I imagining that? Maybe that looks better. That feels better to me. I don't even know if I made a difference, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, the stories I've got, oddly, from... As a kid, I lived particularly, like, near... Like, in London. I got a lot of London upbringing. It's interesting, because, like, during the heat waves, it was the worst, because London is, like, super heated. I don't know if it's just, like, the architecture or the weather, but there, I remember having to hide in bathtubs. But also, a lot of weird housing situations, beyond the slugs trying to get through with salt lines to protect ourselves. Like a Full Metal Alchemist salt table thing going on. But we also, I remember back in the day, at the ripe old age of 8, I remember getting evicted from a house because of all things, our landlord had illegally turned a full house into 2 apartments, and we were living in one of those apartments. So one of the few times I got evicted, my mum got evicted more than anything, is because our landlord was being sued by the local council. And then I went to revisit that house, just as like a nostalgic thing, 10 years later, 20 years later. And it's still 2 apartments. The landlord must have just sold and ran. I don't know how it functions like it does. But, you know, landlords, London, wouldn't recommend. Great memories, though. I was 8, playing Cell Damage and Wii Sports. Brilliant memories in that house. Who knows about the backdrop dramas that the adults had to deal with at the time, you know? Hello, I got a black cat named Duck. Oh, very sweet. Duck only makes me think of the Walking Dead Duck. And, you know, slightly annoying child, but that's alright. A cat's way less annoying than a child. Hello, Beta. Hello, silly Gubby. Welcome. Welcome into my story about being evicted from landlord law troubles that my landlord had. I was 8. It wasn't really my story. But it's, you know, an interesting one. The way of saying...
Favorite place in Britain?
Best way of saying, I got evicted when I was younger. Or just, this is how I got evicted. In a London flat. Trying to make a TikTok intro. I don't know. Forget about it. I'll edit it later. Favorite place in Britain? Oh, London is nice, but it's also like intimidating. It's a lot, you know. Brighton is nice. It's nice and progressive and friendly and youthful, but it's wet and moldy. Bristol is like a moldier, dingier, industrier Brighton. Birmingham seems nice, but mostly because I know it for like conventions and people. Under a bridge, any general London bridge is kind of just somewhere away from the hubbubaloo. Find a nice countryside field in the middle of summer. Oh, that's lovely. Countryside, farmhouse, lands, like just open air, blue skies, heat wave when you can handle it and your skin's not on fire. Oh, doesn't get better than that. away from the humans, close to the
Oh
cows.
yay that. S lovely.
Yeah. That's the best I can do. Professor Marmalade voice? Is he just British? I don't know Professor Marmalade, personally. But maybe. Do I have a career in voice acting impressions doing that? Is that what's going on here? Opinions on leads? I prefer HDMI cables over AV cables, but that's about it. Never visited. Never gone to Leeds. Same with like Blackpool, not gone that far north. To me, London is about as far north as I go. Maybe Bristol, if that's more north. I'm a southern kid. Born in London, went along the southern coast. Like, you know what I mean? Actually, when I was a kid, I used to live in a place that had a beach, had a nice coast, had a nice theme park, had a nice pier, and I knew that we were in the southeast quadrant of the island of the UK. So I remember as a kid looking out to the vast ocean and seeing a little bit of land on the other side of the ocean and being like, whoa, Mom, look! Look, there's land on the other side of the ocean. That must be France! I can see France from here! No, not at all. I knew that we were in the southeast. I didn't know what part of the southeast we were in. In actuality, decades later I came to discover this. What I saw over the ocean wasn't the other side, like, wasn't France. It was just Kent. It was just what is notoriously, like, the dingiest, most, well, maybe that is France to a T, like, just a Paris-sized corner of the country. But, it was just Kent over the ocean. Forget the romanticization of like the Eiffel Tower. I can see the Eiffel Tower on the horizon. No, it was just Kent. God, that crushed my childhood dreams. I just lived in a place called Southend. That's not nearly as good. Man, thought I could see Disneyland over there, but no, it was just dingy land.
Ha ha.
Oh well, a wonderful childhood memory that somehow got dug out in that moment there. Don't know how. This guy defo lives in Cornwall. No, who knows? We'll see.
Luckily or not.
By the way, there are 2 links for this live on YouTube. There's one that's horizontal and there's one that's vertical. It should be, right? Or it's from an older stream that went a bit awry. We'll work it out. You kind of remind me of eating Gatsby from The Great Gatsby? You mean, you remind me of Gatsby? If you think I'm Leonardo DiCaprio, I guess that's not the worst case scenario. Please don't drown me in the water. I don't know what I would do in water. I either become dissolved or bigger. And both of those are horrible. Hello, silly Gubby. Nice to see you again with your E. You know, E is just the 6'7" of old. Like, millennials are like, 6'7" is so cringe, and I agree. But E is exactly the same.
Maybe he is talking about Gatsby looking at the light at the end of the pier.
Oh, you're right. You made an intellectual literary reference there. I haven't seen or watched The Great Gatsby. I honestly didn't get it. Oh, now I really am a VTuber. I'm stupid. After Monday and Tuesday, even the calendar says, what the fuck? That is such a millennial joke. I love it. It's true, though. It's true. It also says Jason Derulo. No, it just says Jason. That's the... Where does it say Jason? July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, okay. And yeah, Jason DJ. Oh God, I'm not keeping up with my millennial references. Keep calm and carry on. You know, like can you imagine if you're like when millennials are old age?
Tell us a bad joke.
All right, sure. Imagine like a millennial old age, like man or woman, tries to like explain millennial language to like the generation beta Charlies of the new age, and they're like, you know, one day I was feeling pop and I thought down to the boomer, and I was like, nah, bruv, I ain't about that life. You're done though. And she was shooketh. See, I finna get that thick sus bread. That victory royale, fam. Free the boys. You can lock locks, but you can't stop clocks. House down boots with the fur. Oh, grrr. And that's the T, sis. Riz. You know what I mean? Like, that might be our future. And I hate that. But I also am fearful of what the next generation down says. You know, what's the Gen Z, Gen A Alpha, Gen Beta equivalent of that? You know what I mean?
God, no.
Like, finna woke, finna battle royale, like, the things that are gonna come out of our mouths when we're 92. You won't even believe it. You remind me of Jay Gatsby from the Great Gatsby. Cool.
Skibidi Toilet, Hawk Tour and 67 have been terrible enough.
And that's only the start of it, you know? It's only gonna get worse from there. Low-genuinely. I'll have to, yeah, we need to gather every one of those lines. Kill it. We kill it by putting them all into one big monologue piece, you know? So you popped out of the wound with the tech, fleece, and shank. I don't even know what that one means. But I'm going to assume that's a million good references. Or completely off topic. There's no in between.
Absolute Cinema is the only good thing to come out of the last years.
Oh, I do love Absolute Cinema. That's great. That's a good one. There's room. Sometimes when it comes to the memes, the kids have got it, you know? I used to really like the old Pseudo meme when I was young. And I know this because I've got a long list of liked YouTube videos on an ancient YouTube account, liking those like Pseudo, like people falling over to that sound or edits. I'm not crazy on it anymore. It's a bit dated, but you know. Hello, GG bro. Welcome. Nice to see you, bruv. I'm not much of a bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't say bro or bruv very often. But, nice to have you here anyway. You said you were born in Southport? No. But I lived in a place called Southend once. But it's not in Cornwall. It's not the end of the South. It's a totally separate space. Overlooking the land that is Kent once upon a time. Let me just check that, and also check some quick audio. Oh wait, no, that's broken. But that would be. How does this sound?
What's your favorite music style?
What's your favorite musical style? It has to be instrumental.
Genre.
It's a weird, I don't know if that counts as a genre. I love anything without lyrics. If lyrics are playing out loud in a song, I am not in the room. I am away with the fairies, and that's unhelpful. That's unproductive. I'm lost. If it's not got any lyrics, I can be in the room, I can focus, I can lean in. There have been so many times when, I don't remember exactly the context. Like, if I ever went to, like, a nightclub, for example, someone's talking to me, but also you've got, like, Beyonce screaming in the corner out of a speaker about something or other, I will not be in that conversation. I won't even be in my own head that's now currently broken on the tracking. I'm just gone. I can't focus on anything.
Do you like classical music everyone uses on YouTube?
It completely debilitates me. So anything without lyrics, I can keep up with.
Blue Danube, for example.
Blue Danube? Maybe? Oh, classical music. Decent. Yes. I'm not crazy on classical music. I think it's a little boring, but it's closer. It's not classical that I like. It's instrumental. It's video game music. It's everything you hear in these streams I like. In all different genres, in all different spins. But the moment people start speaking, my brain just doesn't process being in the real world at the same time. I feel like I know Blue Danube. I like, if I was to pick any favorite classical song, it would be the Good Morning one. But that was because in my old London school, our prime minister, our head teacher, I guess, really fell into the theory that if you play Mozart at children, they'll grow up better. So they played Good Morning classical music every morning as like the assembly hall thing at the start of every day. And now I just associate that with childhood memories. And it's like, it's nice, it's chill, it didn't make me a better student, I still tried to run at 300 miles an hour against the ceiling, but now I have an association with classical music. That's nice. Everything else kind of boring, though. Even then, that song's kind of boring, but I just have happy memories attached to it, you know?
Morning Mood by Edward Grieg.
That sounds about right. What's your favorite game? That's a good question. There are so many games, you know? My personal favorite? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I keep coming back to one. I enjoy them generally, you know? Like, I like Cell Damage, but I don't come back to it that often. But it's the one I would most come back to. Big fan of Breath of the Wild. Big fan conceptually of Pokemon XD. Big fan conceptually of Undertale. I keep playing Overwatch now in the modern day and 10 years ago, but that's probably just a phase that'll come and go. I don't think I've got one that I super stick to. Probably. Bro runs at the ceiling. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Centrifugal force is a powerful thing. You ever seen Son of the Mask? That ancient, terrible, niche movie? It's the sequel to The Mask, but it doesn't have Jim Carrey in it. It's got a cartoon baby in it. That cartoon baby is me. No, I'm not the cartoon dog, if you have seen that movie. I see the vision. Yeah, you know, I'm glad I can purport some imagery to you all on that. Hey, Prototype, thank you. Consider joining, checking out our shorts if you want to see more content. I have live streams on this channel, and I have shorts on this channel. Those are the two things that we run with. Cartoon dog looking at. Hey, you saying I look like a dog? I've been called many a things. I don't know if dog quite fits. Oh, I can kind of see it. Oh boy, it's interesting. You know how they always say, like, are you a cat personality guy or a dog personality? Are you a Labrador boyfriend or like a cat unbothered? I'm like both at the same time. I like, if I'm interested in something, I'm like a Labrador, very excitable, bouncing off the walls. The moment something doesn't interest me, the moment I'm bored, hey, totally not Xandrov. Hello. Wow, I wonder who this is. The moment I'm not interested in something, I just dull out. Hence why I'm here, trying to extract all the dogliness of myself I can.
I just realized you enjoying running also makes you similar to Sonic.
Right, oh, you mean like as an actual childhood memory? Yeah, you know, whenever I was in the car in the back seat, I would visualize Sonic jumping over all the things. Not a person running along the side of a car. It was Sonic. You know it's Sonic. You know, I was imagining springs and jumping. I know. It doesn't help when I look like this, when I'm almost turning 30. I know. I'm not a Sonic OC. I swear I'm not a Sonic OC. Do you cuss? I do, but you better find a good excuse to. I won't do it randomly in a sentence, but plenty of options. I would. Yeah, totally. Talking about Trevor Henderson, what's your favorite Trevor Henderson monster? Who's Trevor Henderson? I don't know that guy. I don't know him. Or his monsters.
I think I know this guy.
Hey, hello again. Xandrov B as well. Did you have a B before on your YouTube channel? Either
Favorite
way,
game environment.
welcome over to Twitch. Thank you for popping over. You now got text-to-speech. Enjoy it now that you're on the Twitch chats. You may also have some emotes available. We have pseudo emotes, some sound alerts, some channel point things, the classic interactables with Twitch. And hopefully, less ads. Does YouTube have ads on their live stream? I hope not, but also I hope so. I hope it matches. I don't know, man. Either way, thank you for the support, and enjoy all the other Twitch streamers if you discover them after this. I keep drinking out of an empty can. What am I doing? I should really drink. What football team do you support or would support? Any football team that is not England in the World Cup. I go against England. That is it. If Iceland's playing, we love Iceland. If Spain's playing, we love Spain. If Man United's playing, we don't like them. Arsenal, we don't like them. I don't remember any other ones that exist. Brighton Seagulls, we don't like them. Anyone going against England, you bet against them, you make all the profits while your whole country's upset for the 70th year in a row. That's how you play the game. Don't gamble, don't bet, but I don't. But in theory, I would, but I don't. Hey, nothing's better than being in a pub and everyone's hoping that you score. You're secretly hoping they don't score, and then you win, the whole pub loses, and you win above them all. No ads on YouTube Shorts.
Our country is famously terrible at football. Lol.
Exactly, it's never coming home.
Idea for stream, buy a tungsten cube.
Don't believe it. They're always like, it's coming home. I'm like, it's not. It's not coming home. It's long gone, and it's never going to come home. Save your energy. Please stop punching people in the streets for getting upset about it. I hate football, man.
In not British pseudo. Lol.
Oh. Oops. Yeah, man, I'm not a football person. I am not a sports person. As I said earlier, I'm not a team sports guy. I'm great at individual sports. Like making a fool of yourself as a VTuber. That I can do. But otherwise, no. To be fair, we didn't do terribly last time. Yeah, but did we win? That's as high as the peak gets, and we'll go downhill from here. Oh well. Favorite game environment? Oh, there's a lot of options there.
Lurkers! Press 1 in chat.
If anyone's on Twitch, consider pressing 1 even as a lurker. I won't mention it. It might help with views. I hear that might not even be a thing anymore, but it's an option. God, there's a lot of good environments. Anything that I put in my original Be Right Back screen. Or like, is it buried under here? It might be. I probably shouldn't show it. Never mind.
IDK what I just did.
Sekiro is like great for like visuals. Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, that's like a wonderful visuals. Anything, there's so many beautiful ones. Anything you can play in like actually in VR in the end. What did we play? Like even Sonic, yeah, all of it. Not being those allegations that I'm a Sonic OC, but you know. You don't know what you did? That was a channel point telling lurkers to press 1 in chat, because on Twitch, there's a thing where Twitch doesn't actually count lurkers as viewers. If you don't chat in chat, it doesn't count as a view, and the more views you have, the more it boosts your thing in the algorithm. So a lot of people say to their lurkers to press 1 in order to get all of those views to go up in a moment to help the support the thing, because somehow not watching a Twitch streamer means you're not watching a Twitch streamer, but you are even if you're lurking. I don't know, it's drama in the background. It's an optional thing, don't worry about it. Did you see the news? That is the worst sentence you could say to me. God, I don't want to hear it. God, I don't want to know. It's like saying, hey, you want to look inside this gun for me? It's loaded. Does this gun look clean? I don't want to know. I don't need to hear about it. Unless it's good news. It's never good news, though, you know? It's never good news. We're going to move on from that. When it comes to at least specifically a lot of politics, especially in the modern day, we're going to try our best to skip over it. The half the point of doing all this beyond searching for dopamine is looking for the old escapism in a world that's a little crazy. Enter the cartoony world instead. Have a bit of fun with me instead, you know? A little bit of peace and quiet, as much as actually I'm not at all peaceful, quiet, and most of my streams are pretty chaotic. But, you know, it's a different kind of chaos. That's what we like. Are you the type of guy that focuses on people who's actually important to you? A little bit of both. I look out for people nearby and long by.
From 4 years ago, lol.
The last good news was 4 years ago. I could see that, to be fair. Yes. Yes. Lewis, let's calm down on the actual politics. Leave it be. I mean, I know it's, you know... Oh, actually, okay, that was just a general point. But, yes, let's move on, generally. I'll read it later and then roll my eyes and then plan a stream. You know, plan the day-to-day as best you can on the side. My brother sells dopamine. Wow, well, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we ever get to that point. I'm sure chemically it doesn't exist if it's like this already, but like if we could just directly... No, get the old button into the brain that hits a dopamine hit. I wouldn't be surprised if one day we do just start actually selling that, and it just becomes, like, normal. Would I buy that? No, I'd do it the old-fashioned way, like an old schooler. I'd be like, no, I need to get the dopamine directly from my nostalgia, directly from VTubing streams. I'm going to briefly step away, come back. There's cigarette smoke in my room. I assume that's because I've got a window open and like a neighbor's smoking. Let me just shut that thing, because I don't like inhaling that while I'm talking so fast and so heavy.
Blair.
Blair, indeed. There you go. Did you know ketchup is red because of the 444 red crayons? It's because of the tomatoes?
That's also bad cause it's
not.
passive smoking.
Yeah, ugh. Don't get me talking about passive smoking. I also, beyond my horrendous discussions I said earlier about my ailment of eczema, I've also got asthma. So me and cigarette smoke, we do not agree. Passively, secondhand, childhoodly. I'm the kind of person that holds their breath when I walk out in public. It's a shame that outdoors is a public space where people smoke. That is a smoking area. Outdoors? Why would you do this to me? Why is the wind always going in the direction of my throat? Who decided this? Why does wind follow me into my sarcophagus? Sarcophagus? Esophagus. What's sarcophagus? One of those is a tomb, isn't it? Maybe it's a metaphor. Either way. What a time. Oh, I hope that taste goes away soon. Oh well.
It's 10:15 p.m. here in South Africa, but I'm forcing myself to stay awake to watch this live.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Sarcophagus is the tomb.
That's the one. Not whatever I said. Sarcophagus. Sarcophagus. That makes more sense. Thank you for staying up, Zand. Don't feel like you have to. If you're ready for sleep, feel free to go to sleep. We will likely be streaming again tomorrow. Mostly always Saturdays and Sundays, minimum. Technically, I have the possibility to stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I'm just not doing that currently. Technically, even Fridays if we're lucky. But always Saturday and Sunday. As a default, we'll be here on the weekends. That's the general schedule. I try to commit to a schedule before this, and then I, got in my head about it. So currently, we float. We'll appear if we appear. And keep it at that, you know? I am the only one as a child who just holds their breath when walking past a person who's smoking. Yay! I'm glad we're all of similar minds. Interesting. I thought that at first was like, oh, I'm an only child. I read that wrong. I actually, here's a fun fact for you, a little bit of IRL lore. Is this breaking the illusion? The illusion? Oh well. Did I ever tell you guys I am one of 15 children? I have multiple siblings. But I'm also an only child. How do I even explain it? How do I not tell too much drama of this? My father, I'll not finish that sentence. My father had, 15, 16 children with about 12 or 13 different women. I'm not in contact with him, and neither is my mum, but he's out there. And I've got loads of half siblings, genetically. They're around there. It's an interesting 50-50, because on one hand, I got loads of siblings.
I'll try my best
on the
to
other,
always be in your lives on weekends.
I'm alone. It's odd. I like it this way. My whole face broke talking about this story, apparently. Will we come back? Yes, we will. But, it's certainly been a time. I can't loop that into a full story, so maybe I'll work out how to storyfy that better. That's just a fun fact so far. That can't be a clip at all. But it is true. It's a weird one. Where is my iTunes? Why is my hand doing that? Oops. I'll try my best to always be in your lives on the weekends. Oh, thank you. Don't feel forced to. We'll see how it goes. But we'll stream more and catch what you can, you know? If you make your own OC like you've carried a katana, but customized, what are you? I don't know. It sounds like it leads to a punchline. You said father, extremely British to me? Well, I wouldn't call him dad. I don't use the word dad. It's weird to say the phrase dad to me. It doesn't apply. Father is all it is, you know? Damn. I started that, but I didn't know how to end that story. I'll find a spin for it. It's genuinely also not traumatic. It's like, oh, that's fine. I don't know the concept. I'm happy. All the other things I can tell are just more doxing. I can't tell your names. Can't tell your faces. I'll work it out in time in the future. Hello, Daniels again. Welcome. GG, bro, you gotta go. No worries. We'll be around. You've heard the schedule. Thank you for popping along anyway. Oh. Don't feel forced to. You are forced. Yes, I will remember your name, and I'll take a tally for every day I don't see you. You're in trouble now. Hello, Scepter Daniels. Yeah. Oh, God. Technically, I died when I was 5 years old. That is for a start, that is a horrifying chat message to see, but it did remind me of a time I actually had a near-death experience. What a lovely topic we're on now. All the trauma for this story time stream. But when I was about 9 years old, I had a wonderful random affliction, right? I was at a friend's house, just like playing some games on a GameCube, and my breathing started getting heavier and heavier randomly, and I felt it in like my chest. My chest would go all the way in and all the way out, and slowly got heavier and heavier, to the point where I started gasping for air rather than actually breathing. So thankfully the neighbor that I was living with was just like down the road. So while I'm heaving for breath a little bit, I then ran out of my friend's house, being like, I need to go to my mum. Ran over to the front door of my house. By the time I got there, I was banging on the door, proper, like, scarily, like, heaving, like, yeah, horrible. It felt like breathing through a straw, right? So there's me banging on the door. My mum answers to what I assume is a traumatic scene. Imagine, like, your 9-year-old child arrives, heaving for air and cannot breathe. Oxygen was just not going in, for whatever reason. So we called 999. Ambulance arrived. I thought, beyond, oh my god, I can't breathe, I thought, hey, cool, that ambulance siren in the background is for me. Wow, I'm gonna be in an ambulance. I can't breathe. Went in, got into the ambulance. Very freaky. They just put me on like an oxygen mask, and I was fine. Slight near-death experience of I couldn't breathe for like half an hour. Horrifying. Didn't even go blue, so not too bad. I'm blue now. That'll do. But then, what's especially strange is the doctors never found out what it was. Like, they came to a conclusion that it could be a medical condition called croup, which is, like, relevant, but it doesn't happen if you're, like, 7 years or younger, or it only happens.
Always remember me when you become very famous.
I will do. First, I gotta learn how to breathe. They were like, oh, croup doesn't appear unless you're less than 7. Why is this 8 or 9-year-old getting it? We don't know. Must not be croup. Who knows? At least he's alive now. And so I lived on with it, but good to know. Randomly, I just stopped breathing at the age of 8. Yay! Aren't you glad to have mentioned your near-death experience? I had one as well. Woohoo! Have you really lived if you've almost died or not? Did that make sense? Have you really lived if you haven't almost died? I mean, really. I will do, Zanj. I don't know if we're going to get there anytime soon. To be fair, we've gotten 284 views on the YouTube Shorts feed, which is crazy. I assume it's also people just scrolling. I'll keep doing my best. I'm also here, though, just to have fun.
What stuff do you consume on YouTube, TikTok?
So, what stuff do I consume? I very much consume creators. I don't get around to watching a lot of, like, Netflix shows, but I will watch Twitch streamers and YouTubers all the time, you know? I specifically try to watch TikTok tactically, productively. I've got loads and loads of saved collections and videos of things that inspire me, whether it's great streaming clips, like reference animations I'd love to commission for the Pseudo branding, loads of stuff like that. I try and make it productive. I still rot like 4 hours a day on it. Stuff like that. I love creators. I've got a lot of, not parasocial, but a lot of
Tactically watching TikTok is such an oxymoron, lol.
I know. It's just an excuse, I'm gonna be honest, but I try my best. I've got a, like, starstruck with a lot of, even VTubers. I'm going to TwitchCon this year in Rotterdam. Don't know anybody. Gonna just show up, and I know I'm gonna see someone who's, like, a relatively small creator, but, like, I just watch a lot on Twitch as a VTuber, and I'm gonna be starstruck over them. And it's like, I don't need to see Mr. Beast. I might see I don't want to name them because it sounds rude calling them a small creator, but like genuinely just like normal small VTubers, they might even be full-time. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta see this because it's what I watch. I just like creators. I love the creator space. Hence why I do this. This is so much just a dream. And
That
even if I don't,
fun.
yeah, even if I don't become famous, I just enjoy being here and doing it. This is the pipeline dream. This is the hobby. You know, my job pays the bills.
I almost died when
That'll
I was
do.
2 years. My mom told me I forgot how to breathe and I became purple and they had to rush me to the hospital.
Hey, relatable. I was just 7 years later, apparently. You know, that's what happens. Hi, what's your name? My name's Pseudo. Nice to meet you. If you mean my IRL name, wouldn't you like to know? I do actually think there's an interesting argument to be made about whether VTubing will become more of a thing. I've heard people saying like VTubing's dying, you know, it's not, the novelty's gone. But I do wonder if as things get less anonymous, more people will choose to slather up in a whole avatar to be themselves or to be a creator because, you know, AI is kind of freaky. I think on the idea that there'll be a lot more anonymous VTubers coming out because it's just safer as well, you know? If your face revealed, AI can make crazy generative images of you from Grok.
I watch.
Hell yeah, I'll take it. Don't know if I'm anything like the others, but a great first impression to the genre, you know? It's an interesting thing. I don't think VTubing's dying anytime soon. I think it will only get more popular with time, but it ebbs and flows, you know, over the years. I've been watching YouTube videos since 2007. It's still, they're just different waves. I don't think VTubing's a phase that appears and goes in 5 years. It's just gonna be a new genre that continues. And I'm glad to join generation, what, 3, 4? I'm late, I'm 2025, 2026. But I'm here for the long run now. I've got the habit weekly. I'm gonna bother people with all of my totally not Sonic OC antics. I was in intensive care and nearly had to be airlifted. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you survived it at age 2, Lewis. That's mad. They had one of those heart monitors on my thumb and big toe. Whoa. That's freaky. I'm glad you got through the other side of it, though. It's, yeah, you know, medical emergencies. What a time, eh? I'm generally quite lucky. I've not had a lot of serious hospital issues other than the chronic illness of eczema. And even then, it was boiled off of me at age 13.
I had an almost deadly queen bee sting when I was in 2nd grade.
Oh, bee stings are such like a horrible childhood memory. I swear everyone has one. I'm thankfully not allergic to bees, but I do remember being stung by one once, and boy, do I remember that feeling. It's freaky, you know? Age 5. Ah, I see. Sorry, I don't know why I said age 2. Maybe someone else said age 2 as a story? Either way. Glad, ooh, you're on the other side of it now. Medicine. Don't we love the progress of that? Generally keeps up. Whoa, nice avatar. I think that's what it's saying. Thank you, Yuki. Took me ages to design it in concept, and even then, someone else designed it. But
2nd grade
ages
is
to get the
8Y.
visuals.
Oh, here.
Ah, 8 years old is 2nd grade. God, I can't remember how to adapt that to British. Because we have year 8 or year 2, but it's different. I don't remember what age I was for anything. I think 6 is year 2. Age 6. But I don't think there's a 2-year difference. Is there? Maybe. I
There's
nearly died.
kindergarten until 7.
Ah, that's multiple years as kindergarten? That's crazy. I nearly died on a cruise ship. P&O Cruises crash into oil tanker. That's maddening. What? Oh my god, I know P&O Cruises. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise once. Not at all the same, but I went on a cruise. Freaky looking out to the night and seeing the void.
Far.
So I went to, I had my first experience on a cruise recently, right? I got to go on a cruise to see what it was like as a working. I had the opportunity to work on my laptop on a cruise and see if it functioned. It was nice. My time on the cruise was nice. But I think I've come to learn cruising is, at least this particular cruise, was so very much not my thing. Because cruises, especially for adults, I guess, maybe because of adults, since COVID, I don't know. They're so sociable, man. I can't handle that. It's too much. I understand that since COVID, since lockdown, there's more emphasis on being hygienic. You gotta wash your hands before you go into the food court. I think that's fine.
I got stung on the bottom of my foot.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. No, oh, that makes me cringe. I'm okay with the rule of having to wash your hands every time you go to the food court. That's absolutely normal. What I didn't appreciate was the way they demonstrated this by having a permanent team of staff members standing in this hallway doing like the cringiest, classicist dance to some speaker, all the while changing the lyrics to say wishy-washy or just washy-washy, as if we're all children. It'd be fine if there were children in the room. Sometimes there were children going through. Oh, okay, that's why I'm hearing the theme of the Bee Gees Staying Alive, but it's washy-washy, you know?
That's a cringe.
It's like, well, let's see this without music. Wishy-washy, washy-washy, 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 ha, 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 washy-washy, washy-washy. They did that for every song, for every minute of every hour, no matter who you are. I just want to be left alone washing my hands.
Fun of you being British or your accent?
Why would they? And I just felt like such a baby, and they made eye contact, and everywhere you went, people were talking at you. I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want a Coke. I don't want a drink right now. Leave me alone. I want to hide in my my bedroom that is my office and work on my laptop. Oh, it was awful. Socially, I think I'm just too much of an introvert for it, but otherwise, cruises are lovely. I love looking out into the void in the middle of the night and seeing, wow, there's nothing there, and I could be lost if I fell. Great times. Cruises. Pros and cons. I'll still take one again, probably one day. Has anyone ever made fun of you for being British? No, not really. People talk about it. I get called, oh, you sound just like Cadicarus or something, and I'm like, not at all. He's northern. I'm southern. Not really. I think, is British accent a good accent? Do people like it? Does it sound good? I assume it's a liked accent. If anyone, usually anyway, it would be like Americans calling out that it's not American. But I don't think they would say it sounds worse. If they do, oops, oh well, I'm not too fussed. What game are you playing? That reminds me.
I like it.
I need to change the title. Unfortunately, we're not playing a game today anymore. We're just chatting because my tracking is dying. I don't know if you can tell on my body. It went back when we had to restart for some reason. And I don't know why.
I speak an American accent cause most YouTubers are.
I've got a bit of a Americanized accent because of all the American media I consume. I say things like little instead of little. I don't have my glottal stopping, as it's called. I've not picked up... I've picked up Americanisms, which is terrible for the branding. Oh, maybe I don't need to change the title. Oh no, I need to change the title
How
in this
do you
one.
say geezer?
Geezer, I think. Geezer sounds about right to me. I don't say geyser, unless you mean a geyser. Yeah, oh, geyser. Yeah, geyser is a geyser. But an old man is a geezer. Like, you old geezer. That's a thing. You don't sound typically London? That's a good point. My accent, right? You might just know it as British. It's probably actually more accurate to just say British, because it's not specific.
British say geezer.
Mm-hmm.
Lol.
That's true. We say geezer, like an old man is an old geezer. There are a lot of regional accents in Britain and in England to pick up on. I don't have a specific one because I moved around so much as a kid. Like, I was born in London, so I had quite a London accent as a kid. I was like, oh, just a couple 2Ps, please. It was very up here. Well, also it was very up here. That's not a London accent thing. Not everyone in London speaks like this, but I did. I had like 3 octaves higher.
British is the best accent for English.
Of course, but it's also non-specific. I had a little bit of Cockney. Then I moved south, east, and west. I moved south, east, and west along the coast after that point. So I've got non-specific southern accent. I say Bath rather than Bath. I say grass, glass. I can't remember the other ones, but I say a lot rather than a. You sound like Manchester accent.
I love speaking a thin voice to pretend to be a grandma lol.
A thin voice? Interesting. But yeah, I've got a general southern-ish accent. It goes around, but also now it's a little bit Americanized. I say little. I say, British. I've said British before instead of British. When I was younger, I used to say British. Now I say British. Probably. I don't know, man. My accent's just a Frankenstein's monster of words. He moves like the wind in every direction. That's me. I got too much energy. My head tracking's also a little weird. Like, if I look down, it, like, gives me, like, a full hunchback. And, like, this is a tiny motion for my head. But it takes the entire back on my tracking. I don't know why. Like, my head is here. This is where my tracking is. But I guess, yeah, that's why. I guess I need to bring it lower. But then it hunchbacks me. I don't know, man. Do you know Wallace and Gromit?
How do you like Sonic music that S been playing the past half hour?
Do you like Wallace and Gromit? Oh my gosh, that's like asking if I like beans on toast. Of course I like Wallace and Gromit. We love Aardman here. I used to live in Bristol a little bit. I spent 2 weeks living in Bristol when I just had to randomly move. Went to school, became the most popular kid in school for 2 weeks, disappeared without a trace. I love Wallace and Gromit. It lives in my blood. That stuff is beautiful. Love that stuff. Even though actually my favorite's Were-Rabbit, which is not as liked in the UK. It's too Americanized, but, you know, nice. How do you like Sonic music that's been playing in the past hour? It's nice. It's decent. This is a cover that makes it Japanese jazz fusion, apparently. I like jazz fusion. I love Japanese city pop. Sometimes I do like songs with lyrics, usually if they're foreign. If it's like K-pop, if it's city pop, if it's future funk, I like it because I can't focus on the words. I guess that's the logic. I can't get lost hearing English in two forms in my head, you know? I can make a thought in English because I'm not hearing English, otherwise going into my receptors. I think that's how that works. Anyway. Yeah, it's interesting. I've lived in a lot of different places over the UK. You should definitely search up about the cruise ship crash. I might do.
Is the text-to-speech kinda annoying when it interrupts you while you are talking?
It's just one of the things I've got to get used to. A lot of other streamers do it. I can turn it off at any point. I just choose to. I do it to make it feel like it's less lonely. And thankfully, it's very not lonely today. Like, it's loads of people are chatting.
Back.
It makes it feel more involved because that's what the bigger streamers do. They have a text-to-speech. But also, they have it only for specific people. I just get it all the time. It feels like a back and forth. It's just nice. And it means people get the context if they're watching the VOD without me. I'll make it work. Hello, Daniels again. How many times are you going to say hi? Yeah, I know I'll get used to it. I've already lost my train of thought, but it gets there. That was it. I moved to a bunch of different places around the UK. I've lived in, like, London. I've lived in Bristol, Southend, as you've heard about. One of the places I've lived once was Brighton, which you might know is like it's like the San Francisco of the UK. As an American reference that no one here is from America anyway, so why am I making that reference? But one of the main problems with Brighton accommodation, at least when I lived there years ago, is mold, water damage. It is rife in Brighton to the point.
Hey, you! Don't forget to use your Twitch Prime.
That's a good point. If you've got Amazon Prime, consider using that for free to get a sub for free. Every month, one a month. We had literally in my old Brighton flat, and this is no joke, we had literal mushrooms growing out of the carpet back then. Like, I don't know what it was about the way the apartment was built, but every time it was the rainy season, it was always the rainy season in Brighton. It was a horribly wet horribly wet winter. The rain would get into the walls and soak all the way through. We had a balcony that was higher up than the inside apartment, so the rain would collect on the balcony and seep into the walls and then down. It was so wet on the floor, it squelched at a certain point of the carpet. I lost a whole TV stand, a gigantic TV stand, molded away from the 6 months that we were there. And it literally got to the point where mushrooms were growing out of the carpet. Wasn't even the fun type of mushrooms. It was like gross, moldy, wet, brown mushrooms. We had a guy come in every week to chop them, and then they'd just grow back again, bigger than before. So eventually we left. We got an extra £1,000 out of them for the horrendous, like, I've got asthma. I can't be breathing in mold mushrooms, but I did for yonks. And then eventually that landlord got away with it, sold it at an up price when it was summer and you couldn't see any mold anymore, made hundreds of thousands of pounds, And I no longer live with mushrooms, so hey, pros and cons. But gosh, landlords, Brighton, what a time. Great city, terrible mold. Yeah, Brighton is a right shithole. I can certainly see that. Certain elements. I know a lot of the big creators, they go to Brighton. They live in the fancy place. They live in Hove. They live in the big semi-detached houses. But when you're living in the apartments, when you're living in the grunge of Brighton sometimes, ooh, do you feel it? Lovely memories, though. Oh, I'll never forget when we first moved to Brighton. I opened up Uber Eats, which is an app where you get food delivery in Uber Eats. It's the British... you might know Uber Eats. Actually, everyone has Uber Eats. It's everywhere. Uber. But I'm used to Uber Eats being in the middle of nowhere, where there's like 3 local shops and like a Tesco you can go to. Opened it up in our new apartment in Brighton.
How many apartments you have lived in?
I'll tell you that in a second. How long? I've moved a lot. Opened up Uber Eats when we first moved to this new Brighton apartment. Every single store under the sun showed up because we're in the middle of a city. It was fantastic. I could access a Wendy's. I could access a Burger King. I could access a Chick-fil-A. I didn't even... No, it wasn't a Chick-fil-A. What was it? I don't remember. There was like there was lots of local niche ones. Lots of the practically American brands. It was crazy. Nothing ever hit me with more food dopamine than opening up that one Uber Eats page once, seeing every option under the sun, and then never using it and going to like a local place that was attached to the building. But, oh, so many options. The poor delivery men could never find the door. It was an apartment. They didn't know where it was. Terrible service. Never used it much. But there you go.
Are you going to end the live anytime soon? Just a question.
I don't think so. No. I think we're going to keep chatting for a while. Our tracking is still dying. It's one of them's apparently not actually tracking at all. We got 1 bar of battery for one of the chargers. So once that dies, we'll probably be done. But probably another hour or 2, if we're lucky. I'll try my best. We'll be about. I've got plenty more stories to say. Hello, Scar. I love your VTuber. Thank you. Thank you. I've spent a lot of time trying to work out the vision for it. Welcome. Today we're just chatting, having some nice, a lot of childhood trauma memories, to be honest. Not serious ones. Just story time today. Welcome. I've forgotten all the things to say. My name's Pseudo. I'm a slime guy. Not a sea slug. Not a Sonic OC. I swear. We're just having a nice time. Welcome in. And hello. I don't know how to pronounce that. Jans? I can't even tell if that's an M or an RN yet. He sat down. He has. Yeah, I got a stool. I've got a stool that has like no back to it, so it's not the most comfortable thing. But I do have the ability to sit down. The camera follows me though, but I can show you my skates briefly. I like walking. I like that the camera follows me. I can go wherever I want. It's getting serious. Well, now I'm leaving. Man, it's really good at keeping up with me. I can go anywhere around this room. I can just chill, and my microphone is mobile. Actually, that might break it. My microphone's attached to my headset wirelessly, so unless I go through a wall, it will always sound the same, which is a nice benefit. You know. Wanted to cross my legs. Never mind. Cross the other way. No, that hurts too. Oh well. Thank you, Scar. Well. Hopefully I make more of a good first impression in this stream. If you do end up subscribing on YouTube, we've also got shorts. We have released 1 a day. You get to see the usual chaotic gameplayness that we bring out. It's not very often I do a just chatting stream. One of my trackers is way lower than it's meant to be. So I thought I'd use the time to share some lifetime stories. Do I need to make a compilation of every time Daniels says hi? Maybe. Scepter Daniels. Is it like a Jacksepticeye fan name? Or am I just showing my age?
And before we were talking about food like...
Oh yeah.
Burger with extra cheese and gherkins.
You know how I like it. Absolutely. To be honest, you could probably swap over the role of the cheese and the gherkins. If I could have 2 cheeses and 17 gherkins, I like that too. That's pretty nice. Hello, Daniels. Hello, Daniels. Yeah. I tell you what, there was I remember, do we go more scary memories, maybe? Hello, Emir. Y2K. Wow, you're around over the year 2000? Fair enough. During the Y2K moment, or were you just born then? Who knows? Who knows? I have, like, this memory. I was, like, is the tracking dying? Maybe. I had a memory of, like, a sleepover. You know, like, the classic, everyone has a sleepover experience as a child, right? And they either go in amazing directions or horrifying directions. I definitely fell under the horrifying directions with this one choice that for some reason my friend decided to make. Is this game VR chat? It's technically, I guess it could be, but not quite. I'm not in VR. I'm wearing VR gear without the headset. I can see my room. This is just a head tracker. And this environment is not VR chat. It's Warudo, which is like it just loads the model. So technically, no, not at all. You remind me of just like Dog, like a golden retriever. Or Hermes from Epic the Musical. Wow. I'll take that. If I can float. You the one with the bow and arrow? Maybe? He's the goofy guy. I can't sing, let me tell you. Hello, Amy's. So, we're just chatting, telling stories. I remember really getting like excited to go on my first sleepover, right? I was like age 12, 13 or something.
Not the first time someone said you look like a dog.
I can't believe I'm becoming a dog person. Like, when I think of dog person, I think of Scratch from the Amazing Digital Circus, not this. Why am I blue? What kind of blue dog is this? Oh, God, I can see it, though. I can see it coming. Is it the teeth as well? I just wanted jagged teeth. Let me tell my sleepover story. I've got to splice this into a clip one day, right? It's fine. You can interrupt me as much as you want. But I had a sleepover with one friend, right? It was just me and this one other dude. We liked to play, like, what are they called? MMORPGs on, like, a PC thing he had. Old school MMORPGs. We didn't quite have World of Warcraft, but it was similar, like, rip-offs of that. And we used to, and also he was the guy who introduced me to anime. Great. Had a lovely sleepover. Long game playing, eating pizza, playing video games. We eventually go to sleep. But this guy decides he has to watch a movie to go to sleep to. He can't sleep without a movie playing. And I think that's absolutely fine. That's fair, right? You want sound playing? That's okay. The downside is, he decided to choose the movie, right? And of all movies he decided to play on in the background, he didn't think of like a nice childhood movie for 12-year-olds. He didn't think of anything, there's a lot of directions you can take it. He decided to play an Image Movers movie. The same people that made Mars Needs Moms and A Christmas Carol, the creepy one, and Polar Express, right? Those guys that do like weird motion capping, what do you know, like me, animated movies. Freaky stuff. Monster House as well, they did stuff like that. But the one they decided to have on is a little movie called, I think, Beowulf. I think is what it is. I learnt it years later. Is it Beowulf I'm thinking of? I think so. Right?
Well, I'm a go for now. I'll maybe come back.
No worries.
GOODBY. Cheese.
See you later. Nice. Wow, that's quite the exit. I appreciate it.
So
See
much
you
for
around.
your story.
We can pause and stop it as we go. But they decided to play Beowulf with the creepiest, most horrendous sequences. I've never watched this movie in full. All I remember is the guy, my friend, fell asleep within 5 minutes of this movie. And I wasn't even watching it anyway. We were like talking at the start, so maybe he fell asleep. Whatever, he fell asleep. I'm there in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to sleep. I go over to his TV at the end of the bed. I can't like look away. There's no angle I can not watch it. And there is just this scene of this giant monster grabbing people, tiny people running away in a cave, and there's just a shot of him in a silhouette against the, like his shadow on the cave, grabbing someone and ripping them in half. And I'm trying to go to sleep, And I have like one of the worst versions of a horror movie sequence. It doesn't cut away. It's gross. It's uncanny visuals. It's not even like live action. And it's, for years, I was like, what monstrous thing did we put on? It was Beowulf, directed by Robert Zemeckis. And it's poor me trying to sleep after a wonderful day of anime. I learned about, what's it called? Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist. You know, a lovely thing. Apparently, I had to watch the 2007 version of Attack on Titan. It was horrible. Oh, why was 12-year-old me exposed to movies like that? I wasn't even 12, I was 11. Maybe 10. Maddening. Anyway, I never went on another sleepover after that. Maybe that's why I'm an introvert. Traumatized on my first ever one, never went to another. Why couldn't it have been anime? Which, at the time, we just called anime. Good times, man. Good times. Don't watch Beowulf. Traumatizing.
Pseudo scream moment.
It was, genuinely. And I was all by myself. First time I had to spend a night without my mother. 2 o'clock in the morning. Shivering under a blanket where I didn't have enough stuff. Just watching this guy decimate these people. Horrifying, man. Hate it. Oh, God. Clifford the Big Blue Dog. Not even that big. Unless you meant like him, maybe. Giant thing. Oh God, one day I'm gonna rewatch that movie and see what was actually going on. But I know it's gonna I'll see that scene. It's gonna awaken some memories. I'll play it in the clip I make of this story.
What's your favorite movie and show?
Favorite movie? Well, favorite show, I can easily tell you. It's anime. It's maybe a basic one. I adore Attack on Titan. I can't say anything more praising of that show. The fact that it knows the whole plot when it started, so much good foreshadowing. I love the way it rolls out, some of the ways it subverts its narrative. I love that deep, dark grittiness. Like, I like the concept of zombies and Walking Dead. Hate the Walking Dead show as a format. Terrible. But Attack on Titan scratches so many itches. All sorts of plot twists that just get twistier. Love that show. As for films, probably something like, like The Incredibles, like an old childhood Pixar movie is probably good. Really like The Martian, though. Martian's good fun. I think that's a really, really solidly made movie. I like that. Nominated Oscar, didn't win, but I like it. That's what I'd say. See you tomorrow. No worries, Lewis. We'll be about. I'm drawing Obi from Demon Slayer for my friend. Oh, very sweet. That's nice.
Have ya seen Groundhog's Day?
I have. I'm a big like Groundhog's Day. Love that. Love that movie. A lot of good 90s movies. Generally, a lot of good Jim Carrey movies. A lot of good Tom Hanks movies. You know, big fan of Forgotten Everything Under the Sun. Those movies. And Bill Murray, sure. Great in Space Jam, I guess, sure. Yeah, no, enjoyable. Why couldn't that have been on in the sleepover, man? That would have been such a nicer time. Oh, well. The food was lovely, though. Like pizza. I love that kind of... We should really do that more. There's such a childhood memory of going to sleepovers. Pizza, Pepsi, late nights, you know? We don't do that as adults anymore. I feel like that would give us some whimsy back. Hello, JT. Nice to see you. I do remember, this is a very... You're new to the channel and stream? Well, welcome. Today we're just chatting, we're just hanging out.
Chuck Norris, like, who XD?
Fish? I'm not quite a fish. I get a lot of... Maybe I need to update my design. I'm not a hedgehog, I'm not a fish, I'm not a sea slug, I'm not an alien, and I'm not a dog. But hey, no one will ever know. But welcome. Welcome, JT. Hope you like the vibes. We'll be playing video games in other streams, but this one, just a bit of story time. Today we're just chatting. My tracking has not charged as much as I thought they would. So any minute now, we might break in some form. So we're just hanging out instead. Telling our terrible food hot takes and stories of childhood. Apparently all the ones I jumped to are traumatized at a sleepover, watching a horror movie that wasn't even a horror movie. Maybe it was a horror movie. I don't know. Medical emergencies. That's where the story goes. And also pizza and pineapple. The classics, you know? How much money to swear? 0. Just give me a good enough reason. But don't upset me. Don't do anything Cringe. Etiquette, but, you know, find a way. I'm not a family-friendly VTuber. I'm not 18 plus either. You know, I'll try to avoid politics and sexual humor. It's not really my thing. But I also am not a fan of fart humor, so, you know, find a balance. But I could swear, if we find a good enough reason to, in the normal day-to-day. Oh, what's your favorite band or type of music? I'm not much of a band person, from what I remember. I had a big phase of Rise Against, loved rock music when I was, you know, a teenager. Of course I was. And then I really liked Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb. Nowadays, not crazy on bands specifically, you know? Unless you count video game orchestras as bands. You know. Or just like YouTube cover artists. They're nice. Generally. Instrumental stuff's my general favorite, and usually bands are lyrical. Hello, cool Master Girl. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you all. Let's have a different... That was nice. That was a nice bit of jazz fusion. Let's have a different... Let's not have Kirby, though. Yeah, a little bit of Mario Kart World. That's a good time. Hell yeah. I've been trying my best this year to stave off of fast food.
My fave instrumental is probably from Mario Party, the top 100.
I'll have to get that soundtrack.
The Everybody
I skipped
Party
it.
remake.
Oh, I'll listen to it soon. I love Mario Party music. Mario Party 5 is the best soundtrack to me. Love that stuff. That's my go-to. Very nostalgic for Mario Party 4, as much as I know it's not that good a game. Didn't like Mario Party 7. Everyone loves that one. Not a fan of it myself. No. Not a fan of Mario Party 8. 8. I'll chuck it in, you know. 10's easily the worst, though. Everyone hates 10. I'm glad there's been a renaissance lately of online and Switch Mario Party games. I gotta play those. I'd like to do, like, a speed run of all the mini-games at some point. I never played Mario Party 1, 2, or 3. So in my mind, the tier list goes 5, then 4, then 6, then 7, then
10,
8,
not one
then
of the
9.
3DS games.
I don't even remember playing the 3DS games. I didn't get into
Mario
it, so I skipped
Party Advance.
Oh, no, never played them mobile. I skipped them. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, you know, a lot of, yeah, 1, 2, 3 in the mobile ones all go off in the I never played it. I should get around to it. Maybe I should do, you think I should do like a montage of every game? Is it weird to play it solo though? I think I'd rather stream it with friends. I've got a great idea for a stream I would love to do. It's a bucket list idea. Here's the pitch. Don't steal it, I swear. It is Mario Party with friends, 4-player, right? But the goal is everyone has their own secret win condition. Like, the winner, like, someone's, like,
I have
rule...
mainly played Super Mario Party.
Oh, that's, like, the worst one. The winner, like, one of the person's rules is you win by coming in 3rd place, you know? And it's like everyone's trying to do their own secret rules in order to win. Or, like, they have 3 rules each to who gets the most points. That's what I want to see. And then you learn, oh, this person's trying to get 4th. So we need to make them win so that they can't win in their losing role. I would love to do that. I need 3 friends to do it with, and I'd probably need them local so that I can play a game of Mario Party with them. But it'd be nice. That'd be very, very nice. Mario Party, but with secret win conditions. One day we'll make videos, and one day that'll be the title. It's my $1 million idea. Pay me in stars. Or, I'll just make a clip and make it. Whoa, that'd be cool. 4 3D VTubers playing. That'd be fun. Imagine 4 of us all just running along the bottom of the screen in our own little... Because I can green screen this. I could just make this whole background invisible. And then I'm just on someone's screen running around. I could do that. Make the camera locked in place so I'm actually making progress. There's a lot of options here. We'll see. It's a big ask, though, to ask for other VTubers to collab with to be 3D and to have motion tracking. So, you know, we'll see. Oh, you know. There is the ReboCap trackers, like £200 for full body tracking, but also, who has £200? Let alone, like, have you ever seen the 20k full body tracking that some other people have, like full suits? I'll get that one day. Today it's 6 Vive trackers around my body. One day I'll get the full 2k one. You can see me fully enunciate with every body. My legs aren't even bent. In this economy, though, yeah, you gotta be careful. You can't ask too much of people. Hence why that project will probably take another year to come out. Gotta meet people first. But it does sound cool. Good. I'm glad we passed the vibe check. I need to get an editor. I need to edit my own videos at some point. Again, way down the line. So there's your preview for the now. Also, Zan, thank you for joining the Discord. Did they do? Well, didn't? Yeah. Either way. Nice. Cool. Oh, it feels like spring. It's been lovely weather out in the UK lately. It feels like it's all coming together.
Of party games.
Yes. Everything else bottom tier only because I haven't played them, basically. It basically goes 5 is the best, 4 is the second best. Everything then goes in chronological order, apart from the ones I haven't played. And then Super Mario Party goes at the bottom, apart from Mario Party 10, that goes at the very, very bottom. And then new ones are pretty good too. I gotta find a tier list and slap it together in some form. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia weighted. Maybe it's too bad of a take that I won't actually release it as a video, as a clip. Bring the name of the music. This is Mario Kart World's soundtrack. I don't know exactly which one it is. It's just a playlist that says to recover from burnout. Mario Kart World music to recover from burnout. It's just what it's called. And we're 4 minutes in. By the way, for me, it's summer and it's about 100 or 109 degrees. Wow. That is the only Fahrenheit degrees I've experienced, pretty much. I went to Vegas once during like a heat wave.
Do you play any mobile games?
Balatro. I'll play Balatro. That'll do. Used to play Super Mario Run. Very, very small. Animal Crossing Mobile was once a thing. Alright, thank you, bro. No worries, no worries. I don't gatekeep here. Here, I've told you a lot of stories of like childhood stuff. Very, you know, relatively innocent memories and somehow medical trauma. I got a new one for you if you'd like to hear it. And that is basically, have I ever told you any stories from my uni years? I used to go to uni. Crazy, I know, a VTuber that went to uni and finished it as well. Who'd have thought? But there are some very teenage/adult stories to tell. Don't worry, we're not going to go crazy on this one. But it wasn't until my first year of uni that I really had experiences with parties and alcohol at these parties, right? Now, I didn't know how exactly to prepare necessarily for said parties and alcohol drinking. And had a whole
you got
day.
A day job, so I'm not surprised you finished uni.
There you go. And also, no, Kirsty, I'm not AI. Hello, I saw you. I can visualize you. I can't visualize you, but I can react to you. So I had like a whole day of studying. I was a good boy in first year, but I knew I had a party to go to, and I hadn't eaten all day. Oh, what do? My mother doesn't make food for me anymore. I have to make it myself. I haven't eaten. So I went over to my dorm friend, my neighbors. We each have individual rooms, but I had a friend next door. She had a genius idea. She was like, you need to line your stomach before you drink alcohol for the first time. We need to make sure you do not immediately get drunk. You need to do it slowly. You need to be healthy. You need to process it. I've got just the thing to line your stomach out of our empty fridge. How about a full tub of vanilla ice cream? It's big. It's dairy. Fill your stomach with ice cream and then go downstairs and join the party. That was one of the worst decisions I made that year. Welcome to uni. Do you know what happened if you line your stomach with ice cream before you have your first alcoholic beverage? You'll never guess how it's going to end. Ironically, apparently, I had the best night out of everyone at that party. Whilst everyone else had the dramas of being 19 years old and 18 years old, there was relationship drama, there was friendship drama, people were getting angry, somebody spilt alcohol on the pizza, and the pizza was, it was, who knows. Every possible drama happened in the middle of this uni. It was like Christmas time. all the tensions of the year went by. I skipped all of that because I immediately was no longer at the party. I showed up, I drank 2 rum and cokes, I left. And so did all of the ice cream. It left my body with me. And it was to the point where people were very concerned with me because it left immediately, but I kept trying to evacuate the ice cream and there was nothing in my stomach. It was gross. Horrible 20 minutes. Apparently it was the best experience of the night compared to everybody else. We'll call it a silver lining. I'll call it a draw for me versus alcohol. But hey, certainly a memory to learn at uni. Don't line your stomach with ice cream. Doesn't go how you'd expect. Actually, it goes exactly how you'd expect, but what can you do? You sound like that British ranking channel. The reacting to AI commercial guy. Interesting. I'm sure it's just a British guy, but you never know. You never know. Taxes says, I'm a debt collector. Well, I mean, I'm just a VTuber. And a fresh new one, actually. I like money, he says.
Any positive moments from childhood?
Oh yeah, plenty. I'll tell you those in a mo, I guess. I guess they're the first ones that come to mind. I was gonna say technically we're not monetized. We are slightly. We're not monetized on TikTok. We're not monetized on YouTube Shorts. We are only monetized on Twitch. We have a few subs, almost all of them paid for by one guy. Very appreciative of that. I don't earn enough money to pay the taxes. My head has stopped tracking. Hold on, maybe we'll come back. Yes, we will. That's a good sign. I swear, debt collector, I have nothing to offer you. I don't make enough. I'm in debt, in fact, because I've spent the money on this model.
You're welcome.
This model is a 4-digit number, and I haven't made that profit. Crexite, I appreciate it. One day, you'll have paid off the model? No, that's a terrible vision. But, I appreciate you nonetheless. Debt collector, you can do nothing to me, I swear. I'ma draw you, says Scar. Please do. We have yet to have any fan art. It would be very nice if you did. Feel free to do whatever you wish, and feel free to post it on our Discord, which you don't have linked. The description of our YouTube stream should have our link tree, which includes a link to our Discord, I believe. Put it there if you wish. It'll be lovely. I will post it everywhere. I will retweet it. It'll be the first, and I will adore you forever. But also, don't feel forced to. Whatever you wish. I'm a slime guy, by the way. So feel free to just draw me as a blob. A blob with this face. Turn me into a slug. Turn me into a worm. You could do. I'm a water guy. I have a form that makes me water. Everything is slime, I think. Including the clothes, except for the skates. I think the skates are real. I think I've inserted myself into a pair of skates and then faked a body. Oh dear. Pix says I'm deaf, so can't hear you. Well, I can wave. Hello, Bajara. Welcome. Hello, sketchy emojis. I guess you were there when I said the description, but yes, I'm a slime guy. That's what I am. Oh. God, Mario Kart music's great. What is this? This isn't a trumpet. This isn't a saxophone. Is it a trumpet? Lovely. So the town is slime? No! The town is real. I'm just a slime that, like, I guess I appeared in, like, a trash heap.
That
in, like, a
looks
scrapyard.
so funny.
And I grabbed a pair of skates, and then I've just entered. The town is real. I am not. That makes sense, right? I think so. Cool skin, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't know why my comments take too long. It might just be latency and I don't see it in time.
Imagine you playing Wii music. So many funny notions.
Hey, I forgot about that one.
He crashed down in a meteor and into a dumpster.
That's an interesting...
That's where he found the clothes.
It's a saxophone. Damn, I should have known. Yeah, I guess it's a debate on whether the clothes are real or not. But fair enough. I saw something I was going to comment on.
It was a grind fiction store's dumpster.
Ah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, a grind fiction store. I like it. Wii Music. I need to write that down somewhere. We've got a lot of mo-capping streams we like to do typically. We play video games and we physically do them.
Wii
Wii Music, I didn't put in there. I've got Wii Sports, which I have a... I went to go show you. Oops, I broke. Hold on. There we go. I was going to show you, like, here's my Wii Sports card. Like, my disc. You can't see it. I'm a VTuber. But it's in my hand. I have the game. Look, you can hear it. That's the sound of me shaking it. The game that's in my hand. Never mind. So we do have Wii Sports and Resort, so we'll play a little bit of that maybe soon with a bit of mocapping. I'll add Wii Music to the list because I totally should.
You can post a photo.
What's your opinion on gulping battery acids? Whew. You know, you can only do it once if you do it right. Do it right, and only do it once. One day, yeah, you got all the years in the world. Wii Music, you post a photo. I can do. Actually, I have done. On our socials, I believe I posted a picture of it. It's also in the announcement page of our Discord. Are you an elemental? Ah. Abrar. Perfection. Honestly, I think yes. I think if I ever do a redesign, if I ever do like version 2, other than maybe ironing out not looking like a sea slug, I think next time, here's a real spoiler, I'm going to change this design based on an element. I'll be lava instead. We'll have a red design where the hair is lava instead of water. We'll have an electric design that's yellow and jagged. We'll have a metal design that's all chrome, you know, like a Terminator look. I think, will always be based in an element. And this is blue. This is the blue water.
Look up a leaf sheep, it's so cute.
Blue is not an element. What am I saying? Water!
Then the clothes
We're
are part
blue
of
because
you.
we're a water. Damn it! That, I think, is what we'll probably do.
They will survive the lava.
Ah. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I don't know how the shoes survive, but they will. One way or another, yeah. I love your fit. It's eating. Hell yes. I'm glad you like it. Why you kind of look like a girl? You know, it's short hair. It is hard to design. Took ages to find a VTuber design, and I was like, I don't want long hair. But how do you make short hair work as a VTuber design? Because a lot of male VTubers have the same style. It's the same, like, buff, nerdy guy. I'm like, I don't want to be buff and nerdy. I want to be, like, short, gremlin cartoon boy. And so I made, you know, and the hair ended up kind of tentacly. Maybe that worked. You know, it's best I can do. I'm going to be honest. It's the best I can do. But also, hey, if you want me to look more like a girl, one day maybe I'll commission a pair of extra assets just for fun. Make chat press channel points to choose whether it's on or off. I subscribed? Alright, thank you very much. You look like a dead man, but he turned into a water man.
Fave characters.
Well, thank you to
Question
you too.
mark.
Hey, maybe in the lore I ate a person. That's why I look like a human. Like I'm a slime that consumed and dissolved somebody. It's possible.
4
Hello, robots.
extra assets.
4? 4 extra assets? Oh god. Oh dear, don't make me commission that. Favorite characters? I'm sure I have answers. I love Waluigi in Nintendo games. I love the edgy, dark ones, but not like the Tumblr sexy man edgy ones. So one of my trackers is in red mode now, so we'll see how long this lasts. Hello, Scar. I saw you join the Discord. Thank you for doing that. I can't remember any. I'd need a list of some, like Attack on Titan characters. Do they come to me naturally? Not really. I kind of like Olimar from Pikmin, like a family man, just make him do, getting by. I'm not crazy on Little Mac. Who do I even see around me? Chibi Robo's great. Love Avatar Aang. General stuff. Can we have a roast battle? I don't think I've got the brain power for it right now. But maybe in future. My hand is fine so far. I think. I mean, it's garbling a little, but we're getting by. But one of them is very low. And another one's at half. 2 of them are at half. They're just charged in the wrong order. I must have done something wrong last night. Oh well. You look kind of like 11. I'm getting a lot of comparisons.
That's I meant.
There's a lot of people comparing my looks and apparently my accent. That's crazy. I'm everybody except who I am right now. Hey, I guess I am Pseudo. I'm only Somewhat. If you take the definition of pseudo. Oh, I just remember. There's a story I've got to tell you, right? If we're going to the times of uni, right? I've already told you the ice cream incident, right? I had a horrendous first day at uni, right? Finally, first day away from the family, other side of the country, having a wonderful time. For a start, show up, there is no university-assigned bedding. I applied for it, I got it, it didn't arrive. So the first night, I had to spend huddled under my little coat just to get by, no bedding, freezing cold. I also didn't buy any food, because I'm an idiot. I didn't buy any meals, so I had a single bar of Galaxy chocolate bar to get me through the hungry night. And then, the next day, I go out to do my big shop. I go and get food for the supplies. First real day as an adult, in a certain sense. I'm only 19, I do my best. Baby-faced, terrible, whatever. I go to the shops to go and gather some cutlery, right? For the average day. Our little apartment has nothing in it, right? I go up to the register with a big collection of food. I got some spoons, some forks, some knives. And I, at the age of 18, because of my baby face, get full-on face frontal rejected for buying butter knives. They're not even ID blocked. Anybody can buy a butter knife. It is a basic cutlery utility. And I was denied it on my first day as an adult, my first 24 hours, because they thought I was a child who's trying to buy knives. Can you not see my big pack of knives and spoons and forks? I've got cans of spaghetti, baked beans on the side, and I'm not allowed to buy butter knives. I had to go and ask my dorm mate to buy the knives for me. Just so that I could cut up a cheese and onion slice, doused in ketchup and mayonnaise. Honestly embarrassing. And I'm a year above everybody else. I was the oldest in my year. I was 19. Apart from the people that took gap years. This is why I don't have an IRL face for you to see. Because if you saw my real face, I'm far too baby-faced. I've got a face that's not allowed to buy butter knives, apparently. What a life.
Health and safety gone mad lol.
It really was. I'd understand if it was alcohol. It was literally the knife I used to slice my bread for a toast. Ah! Oh well, what can you do? Good times. Wish those were back. Where do you put the art? Come to our, oh yes, you are in the Discord, aren't you? That's a good question. Do I have anything set up for it? I guess put it in I made this. We got a chat that says I made this, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a wow, it's so fresh, I don't even have a fan art channel yet. Put it on I made this. Cause you made this. This is where I find out it's horribly insulting. It's like, look at this doo-doo head. And I'm like, no. We'll see. But yeah, good times at uni. It's either childhood trauma from medical emergencies, or random movies that scare me in sleepovers, or it's not being allowed a knife. All these stories I've told are all so sad and dramatic. I had a lovely time. I grew up on Mario Party, Mario Kart. You know, I always had a GameCube.
Were you a last night student?
No. There's a reason they called me a boffin in year 7. I was always like a week ahead on all of my assignments. I was good at what I do. Even my final year at uni, I did it 2 weeks in advance. I just took an entire month out, spent 136 hours in total working on a film. I did film production as a kid. I did film work. Made a whole film on green screen. Manually made every single shot with green screening in mind. Took 136 hours. I started like April 1st, finished April 15th, something like that. The assignment wasn't ready until, you know, the 1st of May. That might be a month out, but you get the idea. 9 o'clock till midnight every day for a whole month, for 2 weeks, done. Who needs social abilities? Who needs a social life? Everyone went to the nightclub on Wednesdays. Not me. I'm green screening. Wasn't even a good green screen. I'm too colorblind. I couldn't see the green. Ah. I'm in love with the soundtrack. Mario Kart World is so good. Does that math add up? 9 o'clock in the morning till midnight.
Oh, right. Do you have something planned for April Fools?
No. I don't think I'll even be able to stream. I think I'm busy on work that day. So unfortunately not. No, but we'll plan April Fool's stuff in future. I didn't even think about an April Fool's stream. I'd love to do one. I don't think I can this year. I also have not got time to prep it. It's in 7 days. Hold on. 9 o'clock to midnight, right? That's 15 hours, right? So 136 divided by 15 hours. 9. I did not get this done in 9 days. Maybe it was 9 slow days. Still 15. Maybe it fits. Weird. Oh well. That's how I remember it anyway. That was the last year of uni. So you've heard about my day 1 and my day last. Day 1, couldn't buy butter knives, didn't have bedding. Day last, finished my assignment 2 weeks early. And then I remember I finished at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was an all-nighter. I did some all-nighters as well. I remember it was sunrise when I finished my final film project. None of it was an essay. It was all physical. Crazy. As someone who's good at essays, I'm good at English, weird I had to do practical exams. But there you go. Like, practical coursework. But I remember coming out, 8 o'clock in the morning, sunrise beaming up. So I sat on a bench, had like a like a little wrap meal that cost far too much from the student union. And I'm like, the rest of my life starts now. And then I proceeded to not even start this until 7 years later. Life comes in at the way. Hello, Night Z. Nice to see you. Be careful on your spam, though. Have some stream etiquette. I'm sure it's just because I was delayed in the middle of my chat. Hey, let's see. Whoa, nice. That's so much artwork, Scar. I like it. Very nice. I saw it too soon. I'll give you a moment to respond and say your stuff. We'll get there. And also, let me check here. Looks like the internet doesn't want you here? Uh-oh. Am I dying? Or was that might have been ages ago. Now, one of my chargers is very dying. Did that make grammatical sense? Hopefully enough. So we will probably be ending soonish. Prepare yourselves. When a hand dies, we die. That's how it works. We'll get there. Don't worry about viewership. We're fresh, we're new, we're a small creator, and also we're streaming on multiple platforms. If it's not on the YouTube vertical page, it's on the YouTube horizontal. If it's not on the YouTube horizontal, it might be on Twitch. And if it's not on Twitch, I'm just a small creator with low views, but that's alright. I'm enjoying the moments. We've had plenty of time to chat. And considering we have text-to-speech for the Twitch chat, I'm more than whelmed. Maybe even a little overwhelmed. And that's great. Can't finish my words without saying the wrong words. Very nice. I use Flipperclip to draw. Very nice. I like it. Well, if you do ever consider continuing to make a little bit of fan art of us, I will forever be in your debt, and I love it. Thank you. Love the design. Your voice is stunning, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you, holy moly. Is that the Bite of 87? I love the username. Thank you very much. Today we're just chilling. We're at the end of it-ish because my batteries, my tracking is going to die soon. We're just sharing stories. Sharing a little bit of the IRL. Does it ruin the vibe? Does it interrupt? It's story time. I need to make more just chatting clips. We upload 5 times a day on TikTok. We got Zelda clips and Resident Evil clips and Sonic clips. I need more. So now we've got just chatting clips to add to the collection. Wah!
Last question from me then.
Ooh, let's hear it, Joe Name. What do you have to say? What more do you wish to know? Let's hear about it.
What's the hardest game you've beaten?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not very good at hard games, I'm gonna be honest. I have not played any Souls-like. I have not played Elden Ring. I wanted to do that for the first time today or tomorrow. I've played Zelda games 100% sometimes. Never beaten a Pokemon game. They got too hard at the end, especially the GameCube ones. Haven't played Undertale. I thought I had. Never mind. Cell Damage is not that hard of a game. Maybe Cell Damage. It has a hard mode. I didn't play it on hard mode, so no, can't be that. You know what? I think I'm a baby boy gamer. I think I'm terrible at video games. I don't think I've played a hard game. Mario Kart DS. How about that? That was pretty tough. I remember 100%ing that. Almost beat all of Modern Warfare 2 as a emo child. Didn't do the very last mission. Couldn't get the very last achievement. I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Who knows? So otherwise, probably just Zelda Twilight Princess. Not even that hard. Terrible. Damn, what a shame.
You might be bad at game Pseudo.
I might be.
Mario
or I just choose the
Party
easy
against
ones.
Master CPUS lol.
Ah, never beaten them. Never done it. Damn, I'm terrible. Oh, that's such a shame. To be exposed as realizing I'm actually bad at video games. I'm good at Overwatch, sometimes. No, I'm not even ranked. Never mind. Ah, you don't come here for good gameplay. You come here for funny gameplay. And I don't even have gameplay for you today. Only the best.
A powerful question.
That is a powerful question.
XD.
Hits me at the guts and tells me I'm trash. Just what I love to hear. Ah! Oh well. Moving Anime Man, how are you doing? Oh, yes, I see. I am doing very well. Hanging around, moving, as the anime I am. Technically, it's not anime. It's more just cartoony. It's a little bit off kilter, which I think is why it took so long to get this design the first time. Not only because I have bad visual memory, like I don't see much in my head, but also I wanted to be cel-shaded, and I wanted to be not too samey. It's hard. There's not a lot of male VTuber designs to bounce off of. But seeing as I keep getting complimented every now and again from a YouTube Shorts wave, I think I made the right choice. You know? Ha. Good times. Right, I have been drinking a lot of water. I am dying to pee. There's a chance that by the time I come back, we'll have broken our tracking. We're gonna find out. I will be right back. I shan't be long. I'll see you in a mo. Enjoy me dancing, apparently. Wow, look at him go. He'll stop eventually. Alrighty. Hello. Which way around did I have this before? I think it's this way. Don't worry, tracking's not broken. It's just me putting on my waist tracker again, that's all. Kirsty, I have no idea what you're talking about. Hushty hush. Reminds me of a shark. I like it. There's a million comparisons I'm getting with my design. I'm going to seriously have to combine a list of all the things I've been called. Does that mean it's a bad design or a good design that everyone has a different interpretation? Technically as well, I am a slime guy, which means I could be any of these. I could grow a shark fin if I wanted to. You know, like a, well, I guess you're going for like a particular type of shark in your head. I can see it, especially with like the serrated, jagged teeth. I think particularly it shows.
I think your design looks great.
Yeah. I'm very content with it, I think. I think at one point I considered changing it to look less like a sea slug. I think I'm going to live with it. You know what I mean? Where am I? What happened? I don't know, Pure Water. Welcome to a whole different world, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, it's an interesting one there. Whoops, I've been fidgeting around.
Front two hairs look like horns like some demon.
I definitely implied that. I wanted horns, just to be
Not
slightly
in a
interesting.
bad way.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if anyone's noticed I'm fidgeting. I don't know if it's visible. My hands don't animate. But I've also got like a little pseudo business card that I'll be taking to TwitchCon. Don't know if I'll use it, but I've got them now. It's a nice little guy. A 3D model. I'll try my best. Networking horrifies me. I'm going to try my best when we go to TwitchCon to do some networking. Maybe I'll do a vlog. I doubt it. I'm probably not going to do a vlog. But I'll be there. If anyone else is be there, you won't recognize me. Maybe you'll hear a British voice coming out somewhere and know it's me. Who knows? Hello, Pure Water. You must be on the YouTube Shorts feed. Getting a little lost? Welcome. You're welcome to scroll if it's really not your vibe. I'm just another VTuber. Don't worry about it. If you've ever heard of VTubing, I'm sure you have.
We will by how
Google it.
fit you are.
Ah, yes. You're not right. If you see a guy
Remember
with...
the Sonic stream.
If you see someone with, like, magnum legs? I don't know if I want to describe them as magnum legs. If you see someone with buff legs, you'll know it's me. But I hope I'm wearing shorts so you see them. I might be in, like, a fancy suit trousers, and you won't see them. I'll hide them away. Love the gradient on the hair. Thank you. There you. I did it myself. I didn't, but I conceptualized it myself. Does that interact? No. No, my hands just go through my body. Okay, great. At least I can scratch the back of my eyeballs if I want to. That's nice. I'm just going to try to transmute myself into antimatter now. Ah, well, water can do some magical things, so who knows. Hello, Gerson. Welcome. We're currently just chatting. My tracking is just about to die, but I thought I'd share some horrible food takes while we're on our visual deathbed, as we'll soon see.
Transmutation successfully.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. I love that transition. Genuinely stunned that worked out. Welcome, antimatter. The things pure water can do.
Damn autocorrect.
You like the giggles? Thank you. I didn't even realize I was doing them. I'm going to be honest. I shall now stop. I genuinely do actually have an issue with... Oh, is YouTube on the wrong... No, YouTube's fine. I do have an issue with, like, you laugh, you loses. I'm very good at not laughing if I'm supposed to. I'm very good at keeping stum. And it's terrible, because whenever I do, like, a you laugh, you lose, I like to talk the whole time. And if I don't do anything. I'm very good at not laughing if I'm not supposed to laugh. So I'll probably never do a you laugh, you lose where you react like that. I just can't get it going. One day, you'll see it, and you'll be like, wow, this content's terrible, and we'll move on. Well, I'll prove it. Holy Moly has subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Sounds
that.
so British.
What, you laugh, you lose? Laughing? Or the laugh is British? Maybe. Hello, Milky Way. Welcome. Thank you very much. I try my best with this avatar. Thank you. Do you like the way my teeth are always there? Always visible.
You not laughing.
It sounds so
When
British
you're
to not be
challenged.
laughing. You know what? Maybe that is the issue. I'm so used to watching Americans doing you laugh, you loses. Maybe they're just extra expressive. And it's
Not
me.
laughing is very British.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that before. I don't know. Because it is like, we like the dry humor, you know? Interesting. Well, I'm laughing a lot today. Somehow. It comes across. So, the best you'll hear me laugh. One day you'll hear me proper belly laugh. Usually I need I'll do it if I'm with someone in person. You know, I need like a collab element to make it happen, I would assume. Someone needs to really throw me off. And I don't think it will happen from reading a text chat. Maybe. Maybe it's possible, but it's tough.
You guys got a lot
Takes
of
a
good
lot.
comedy shows.
Mm-hmm. We try our best. I'll take credit for all of them. That's the way to do it. Yeah, but a laughing track, the moment that's in there, it's done. It's ruined, you know? Can only do your
At
best.
JohnAim130, we have high standards.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Taskmaster, 8 out of 10 cats.
Oh.
Have I got news for you?
Absolute fantastic shows. If I was on Taskmaster, I would go mad. Like, I'd watch Taskmaster and be like, what would I do? I would do some crazy stuff. I'm like, I know. You can't ever do Taskmaster for VTubers, can you? V-Master? I don't know, that sounds weird. But if I ever got to do some sort of Taskmaster event, I could go crazy with it. I do actually know one of the Taskmaster managers. You can go to the Taskmaster house and do like a day thing, or it's a couple of events. Knew one of the Taskmasters, like a host. Knew that and went to uni with them. And also, was almost gonna go as like for my birthday once. And then it didn't work out. Oh well. You're underrated, I swear to God. Thank you very much. I'm just fresh, I'm new. I need to work on just getting out there. I discovered that my TikTok account doesn't go to the US audience. They don't reach it. I was wondering why views were not as good on TikTok as YouTube. YouTube goes to everyone, but there's only one a day. TikTok goes to Europe, but it's 5 times a day. We'll work on it. How do you hit the US market in TikTok? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't. I'll do my best to network and get around.
Expand THR follow account.
Oh! We don't have a bar, unfortunately. I didn't want to get into it. That'll do. That'll do. Thank you. I appreciate it, Antimatter. We stream definitely the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. There might be bonus streams any other day. Almost never a Thursday, I'm gonna be honest. But every other day we could do. Saturday and Sunday we definitely will do. Unless something gets in the way, typically. Ooh! Thank you! That's so funny.
If
I can't
it's
actually
more
see
than
who that
once
is.
a month, I'm in.
Hell yeah. Twice a week. Minimum. I would like to do more. Thank you, Joe Name. I need to make that appear to know who did that. But thank you, Joe Name. Yeah, I need to work on it. Wow, you in VR? That's sick. Yeah, kind of. Yes. I'm technically in Steam VR, but without the headset. I'm around. Don't worry about it. You know. Yeah. Trying to see before our tracking dies. Do I have any more good stories for you?
Dance, Pseudo 91 dance, Pseudo 91 dance, Pseudo 91 dance.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about. That was loud. Hello, Crexite. Welcome. Hello, Rocky.
Pseudo 91 dance, Pseudo 91 dance, Pseudo 91
Hello, Dylan.
dance,
Hello, Rookie
Pseudo
Show.
91 dance.
We've hit it. We might have hit
Thanks,
it.
Crexid, for the gifted smiley face.
Oh, no. Oh, yep, we've hit it. Wow. Of all pieces? Oh, am I wrong?
Deafening.
Was it that loud, really? Okay, this is the point. The tracking was gonna die at some point. I think we're starting to hit that point.
JohnAim.
I think we might have to call it there. I think there's nothing more for us to cover. You won't get to hear about the story of my hamster called Budgie. I won't get to tell you about when I lived next to a Tesco.
All right.
You won't get to hear about cheese and tomato slices from my local bakery that I had once. I can't tell you about when I learnt to swim. It's gonna have to go for another night.
Thanks for chatting with us, Pseudo.
Absolutely. Now that our tracking is dead, I'm gonna have to finally put a pin in it there. Thank you everybody for joining me for this Just Chatting stream. My apologies for not quite being in the vibe to do the games, but also the tracking didn't allow it. So what can we do? So as I go and put away all of my pieces that I would like to do more often in the end of streams, I always forget I want to do this. I must say to you, the final phrase I say every time I end a stream. I have an ethos that goes into what I'm doing here, you see. I have a reason for why I do things the way I do things.
M8.
Yes.
Pseudo 91 wave.
See you around. But never forget... wow, actually, my full waist is also broken. I can't even show it lifting above my head.
Every
That's a shame.
second is of infinite value.
That's the one, correct site. You know what it is. Every second is of infinite value. Even the ones where I'm frozen in a jar and can't speak to you with any animations beyond my face. Every second is of infinite value. So thank you so much, everybody, for spending so many seconds with me. Thank you if you've subscribed. Thank you if you've followed. Thank you if you've just existed. This is all I have to emote now.
Good night and
It's
see you
only
tomorrow.
this.
Pseudo 91 clap, Pseudo 91 dance, Pseudo 91 corrupted.
Absolutely. We will see you all tomorrow for some actual video games. For now, I'll see you then. Wow, what happened? I don't know what's going on. Alright. Please don't make fan art out of this. This is a little embarrassing. See you tomorrow.
Video James away.